Slut. OTS boys, we back at it. What's up? OTS Sunday.
Back in there.
There ain't shit to do but pod, right? How my boys doing?
Quarantine, day 14. I have beat my dick 5 times today.
Even with Brooke staying over?
No comment.
Damn.
Day 14, I need a haircut.
I got you.
Bad.
Fresh fades at Skyline Studio. What's up?
Day 14. My beard is officially longer than my pubes.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Oh, nothing.
Hey.
I'm chilling.
Prove it.
So,
Prove it.
chilling.
I'm not whipping my dick out like Jordan, man.
Please don't.
Dude, put your dick away.
Yeah, put your dick away. See, it's blocking
Yeah,
it.
see,
We're
Dion's
lucky.
hand is blocking it right now.
Yeah.
Hey, my hand's not.
If his hand
blocking
wasn't there, that'd
nothing.
be his cock.
Dion's not nothing.
Damn. I like the yellow on Jordan, too. Pastels always look good on light-skinned people.
You're,
Right?
yeah.
I don't wear pastels.
And Chargers colors, too.
Yeah.
Light skin thing. Y'all like sunlight and all that shit.
What?
Low
Sunflowers.
eyebrows and-
You like to put your feet up in pictures and shit.
Yeah.
Y'all
What's
the
wrong
type
with
people
that?
that ride with your feet out the window, huh?
You like getting your toes sucked?
Yeah.
Every now and then.
You get your toes sucked? That's crazy.
Hey, it's 2020.
It's March 28th. 29th, sorry. 2020.
Yo, T Sunday episode 37 featuring Dion, Cliff the King, Kirk Nomadic, Kirk, whatever the fuck your Instagram name is, Jordan, Unemployed, GED, Playground Band, Williams, Darian, Fat bald man can't go to Rose Bar because it's closed. Hobbs Raspberry, parentheses, also unemployed.
And me. Also unemployed James.
Giddy with the fat kitty.
Ah.
Good.
Wait, what the what?
Yo.
The fat kitty.
Yeah, I got a fat pussy. What's
Yo.
up? Like pet cat, man. God.
Oh,
no
man.
gas in here.
God. Happy Sunday, everybody.
Happy Sunday. You know, third pod in 7 days. Who else can do it like this? Third pod in 7 days.
I mean, we do have a lot of time. None of us have fucking jobs.
Yeah, we're going to be honest with y'all. We're not talking about coronavirus anymore. We're sick of hearing about it. We know y'all sick of hearing about it. So we're going to get back to the true heart of OTS this week. You know? Give you a little background of ourselves again in case you forgot, 8 months ago. A year's coming, guys, by the way. The year's coming.
Life's good. Well, life's all right.
Whoa. Life, okay, period.
Working on the weekday and weekend like usual. Would be nice, but
Life straight.
we're not working.
Me not working?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Life is straight.
I'm depressed.
Life is life.
Life has been better.
It definitely
It's been
has.
worse.
At least you have a girlfriend.
Yeah,
I do.
Both of y'all. At least y'all got girlfriends.
Anyways,
Jordan's like the live-in girlfriend.
wait, what?
I would probably take Jordan over nothing right now.
Okay.
Like for companionship.
Next.
Not sexual, no homo.
I don't know where I was going with this shit.
Jordan,
That's
you
why
look
I
like
say that, but I didn't know which I was talking
Jordan looks
about.
like a good big spoon.
What if I want
Look
a
kinda-
small one?
I mean, I'll hold you tight too. I got you, baby.
I was well, like I said before we started, I was looking back at everyone's old Instagrams and shit. Cause remember when I was over here on Friday, James, your girl was saying how like you used to be kind of chubby, and I was like, no. Went back, yeah.
Yeah, I was.
It wasn't your body though. It was your
My
face. Yeah.
Fat, and that's when I like kept it like, shaved real clean. That's when Jordan started calling me a shaved vagina.
Yeah, you should. I think you should always keep your scruffle. By the way.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Yeah, for sure. And then I looked at Jordan, and Jordan's pictures are like, bro, 1 year he'll be fat as fuck. The next year he'll be skinny. 1 year fat as fuck. Next year skinny. I'm like, damn.
My favorite is Afro Jordan.
No.
Yo, Kim. Yo.
I'm gonna put it somewhere on the screen right here. I don't know where.
And then I found
Chill out.
Mr. Fade Dion. I'm like, shit.
With the
Di-
leg, with the leg
Dion
up
looks
against the
sexy
wall.
with a fade. All right.
Hey, yo, shit, like,
Hey.
Yeah, the
fade
white-
him up.
The white cargo pants with the blue V-neck, with
Yeah.
the leg up on the wall.
Yeah. All three legs up.
yo,
Oh, you mean his cock?
yo.
I was like, damn. All right.
Hey, whip it out,
What
show
you
him.
doing?
Yeah. Okay. That shit was lit.
Stop what you doing.
Shit. What we drinking on today?
So, we're actually drinking. Did you know that? So, Corona in Spanish actually means crown.
I did not know that.
So we're drinking Crown XO, which is it's basically just Crown. How many different types of whiskeys in it?
50.
All right, so it's a blend of 50 different whiskeys, but then aged in cognac.
Yep.
barrels,
Asian
right?
cognac barrels. Yep.
So today we're drinking Corona and Corona in honor of the thing that we're not going to talk about. But you know a little more about the whiskeys, so why don't you go into it?
Yeah. So at first, when I was doing research, I thought that it was different kind of whiskeys, but actually, all Crown is blended of 50 different kind of Canadian whiskeys, which is pretty cool. That actually is like most whiskeys are not like that. It gets the XO because of how it's aged, so they kind of give it the brandy or cognac aging system. So an XO, it's gonna be an XO whiskey. So it's gonna have nice. Before we taste it, I'll give you what it's supposed to taste like. It's gonna have nice hints of vanilla. Gonna be a little on the sweeter side. Should be very minimum bite. It's recommended not to mix with any like soda. It mixes well with juices or sours. James and I actually we didn't come up with the cocktail. We kind of did a little twist on a New York sour. We call it a upside down New York sour. Ha ha ha. It's gonna be a little bit of a port. We had to use Taylor port. Typically, we'd use a little, probably a little better port, but that's all they had at the store. So.
Hey, they still sell for $40 a bottle in the restaurant. So
Exactly. We used an ounce of the Taylor port. We used a little bit of chocolate bitters. Kind of gave it a.
You should call it red velvet.
That's actually a good idea. Actually, that's a very good idea. Kind of gave it a little bit more. Added some aromas to it. Really brought. I think it brought out the cognac flavor more. To be honest.
I think the
Yeah.
chocolate worked very well with it.
Yeah.
Actually, so it's called Crown XO.
Yeah.
And obviously, cognac is a very popular spirit these days due to popular culture, be it
Shout out Remy.
music and everything like that. But so when it comes to cognac, say I'm not somebody that's very familiar with with spirits and stuff like that. You see at the end of the name generally. So you have like, say for example, you have Hennessy, but then you have like VS, VSOP, XO.
Yeah.
What do those stand for?
So VS stands for very special. That's going to be the bottom. Well, so when I say bottom, it's also you have to take into account for the kind of spirit it is. Like Hennessy, even the bottom Hennessy, which is like the most popular one, the VS, they're going to have the brown label. That's a very, very good. That's a very, very good cognac. Like you can't compare that to like E&J VS. That's completely different.
No Parmesan.
Yeah. No Palmas. It's completely different. So obviously, all cognac has to be made in Cognac, France. I think we went over that episode 10 around
What's
there.
your favorite type of Hennessy?
Sure. Actually, I'll get to that 1 second.
For sure.
So it's gonna go VS. That's 1 to 3. It's very similar to Kilo. VS is 1 to 3. VSOP is 3 to 5 years age. 5 to 10 is when you get to XO. Over 10, which is what privilege is. I don't know exactly what the designation is for it, but that shit is expensive. Like, starts getting like the thousands of dollars. It's actually funny that Dion asked me that because last night I was chilling and I was drinking some Remy, and Remy is my favorite cognac. Someone that came over to my crib, they brought Douce, and I was telling them how I think it goes Remy, Hennessy, then Douce. I think Douce is disgusting because I think Douce they add extra sugar, which kind of gives it like this syrup taste, and that's why it always gives me a fucking headache. So I would say the regular Hennessy is my favorite Hennessy because price point, it's the best. Hennessy Privilege is like 120 for a bottle. That's OD for.
It's delicious.
Yeah, whereas like Remy, the VS is like 40, VSOP is like 49, usually 50, and then the XO, which my nigga James got me 2 years ago for Christmas. How much did you pay for that?
That was like $240.
$240. That shit was real good.
That was back when I had money.
Shit,
Yeah.
slide some apple juice
So
over
Remy's
that Privilege.
definitely my favorite in 1738, which is I don't know. We did it on the podcast actually. Fuck.
Yeah, we did.
I don't know exactly what is the difference. It's between like a VSOP and XO, right? Yeah, it's like a blend.
I forget, to be honest.
I'm pretty sure it's in between that. That is probably my second favorite. That's usually around 70 a bottle. That's very, very good.
Hey, mark my words. A year from now, we'll be doing exactly No, let's say 100 episodes from now. Let's say that we'll do Louis the 13th.
Oh yeah, which
shit.
is made by Remy.
Mark my words. Remember this podcast.
All right.
It's expensive.
Yeah,
That's the point.
3-4 stacks.
I know.
Oh, word.
Oh, what's your favorite cognac, Dion?
I'd probably say some Privilege, Hennessy Privilege, or oh no, cognac ain't really my go-to. But if I'm drinking Hennessy, I probably have a Privilege with some apple juice. And shit is like that.
What about you, Jordan?
I don't know. Like you said, cognac's not my really go-to either. I've only had Douce once. That one time we was at the club for my birthday. I don't really remember what it tastes like, to be honest.
Why, you off the shits?
Not really, just a while ago.
Yeah, that was 2 years ago. You were there too.
We were all sober because we got fucking full as shit at Delphi.
Oh!
Yeah, we were super sober. Actually,
couldn't drink.
none of us got really drunk till we left. I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to try to puke in the bathroom because I was so fucking full.
So, what's your favorite?
I don't
what's
know.
your favorite
I'm not trying
one?
to be basic, but I'd probably just go with Hennessy. But I
Yeah.
don't drink cognac that much. So.
What about you, James?
I think Hennessy is kind of cliche, but I don't really drink cognac, so it's a go-to. One of my favorite memories is actually my birthday, I think 3 years ago, when we passed the bottle around in Darian's place,
Oh, yeah.
his old place, and then we went to Jack Rose, a
Jack
whiskey
Rose.
bar.
Yeah.
I was off the shit before we left, and then we were wilding at dinner. You know, Johnny's white ass.
I
was
barely
taking care
remember
of us.
dinner.
Yeah, Johnny said we were. Johnny said we were off the shits, so we were probably like drunk.
That was at a 10-pin, right? Or-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
back when.
Yeah, we
is
probably
it-
were like just drunk then. We were actually probably fine.
Yeah.
We weren't Char's birthday level for sure.
No.
Shit, let's try this Crown Royal XL.
Jordan, you got the bottle? Pour us up, please.
So a little background if you're a new listener. Actually, shout out to our listeners. We never really say that. We appreciate it every week. Love when y'all hit me up, giving us criticism and accolades. It's all love. Just a little background on us.
Is that good or-
So every week we try a new spirit. Typically, we try to go for a higher end or more exclusive or a spirit that you might not know of or haven't heard of. Give you a little bit of background on it. All four of us were in the hospitality industry. We all have numerous years of experience. Myself, I have like almost 10 now. James, you have like what? Same?
6, 7.
6, 7. Jordan, probably like close to 10, right?
I wouldn't say 10 since. 7.
7. How many you got, Dion?
Started when I was 15. so-
15? Oh, yeah, almost coming on 10. We all work in the DMV area. I think I can speak for the group, say we all pride ourselves on, this industry. I know not all of us think of this as like our end goal for our career path. I consider this is like what I want to do forever, for sure. But, we're here every week to, break down some bottles for y'all, break down some nice topics, current events. We're also lovers of music, and we're sports fanatics, which is killing us right now because there's no sports.
Yeah.
But
Dying.
also, if y'all ever got any topics or anything you want us to talk about, shoot us a text,
Hit the DMs.
DMs of the Instagram page, ots.podcast. We're there all the
always
time.
checking because we ain't doing nothing else.
Exactly. We'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. Fuck it. We lit. Cheers.
I'm a slut.
What?
Get me lit. Pop smoke.
OT
Rest in
shit.
peace. Also, I had before we take the shot, I just wanted to say a quick little piece. One of my colleagues that I went to high school with, and that was a close peer to some of my other closer friends. He actually passed away 2 days ago.
Rest in peace.
I just want to say prayers out to his family, all of his close friends, and his girlfriend as well. It's always sad to see somebody with such a positive energy and somebody that's always striving to make other people smile and laugh to die so young like that. So, again, before we take the shot, even if you have friends that always seem happy, seem like there's nothing going on, even if it's somebody that you haven't checked up on in a while, please check up on them. Just a little, hey, how are you? Or send them a little meme here and there can go a long way for people. So,
Definitely.
but other than that, cheers, fellas.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Good enough.
Yep, definitely tastes the vanilla. Smooth. Doesn't remind me exactly of a cognac, but I can taste the cognac elements to it for sure.
It
Solid.
definitely
Doesn't taste like Crown.
no, it doesn't remind me of. It has
not-
much less like burn that I would expect from whiskey. I think it definitely layers on a little bit of sweetness and brings out some more, not herbal, but a lot lighter notes, light fruit notes to it.
I would say it slightly reminds me of shout out episode 1. What was that? The Nika coffee grain joint.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
Slight-
I could definitely see that actually.
I see that. I know what you're saying. The
I
body,
ain't
the
tasted
body
that,
of it for
but
sure. Yeah.
it's real smooth. Not too much bite on the back end or nothing like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can fuck with that on a regular basis.
Yep.
I can do that.
Shit. Back to the cocktail. I don't think I finished. So it was the Crown, the port, lemon juice, simple syrup, chocolate bitters. What are some other cocktails you think we could make with this, or any of our listeners could make?
With this,
What would you recommend?
I would think I'm still stuck in a New Orleans mood after I just got back. Love that place, but a Sazerac I think would probably work fairly well.
Nice.
I think maybe not 2 ounces of this, maybe an ounce and a half, and maybe another half ounce of, or 3/4 of an ounce of, say, maybe the port would work in a Sazerac like this. Maybe
What is a
little-
Sazerac for people that don't know?
So a Sazerac is going to be bourbon or rye, 2 ounces with Demerara syrup. It's kind of like a simple syrup. It's with a Demerara sugar. It's kind of similar to brown sugar. It's a little richer. It's going to be Peychaud's bitters generally, and then an absinthe wash in the glass, poured out, and then strained that and served up in a rocks glass.
What? Just for our listeners, what exactly is absinthe?
Absinthe, honestly, I know it's European, but I actually don't know what type of like spirit it is. Do you know more about it?
Fuck. Damn, I actually did.
I know-
I
I
actually
know-
did learn about this because we had this on our menu for like 6 months. I do have some cool facts. I know that it was illegal for a long, long time. It just got legal again in
Why
the
was
northern
it
part of the
illegal?
United States because it carries like a 60% ABV. So, there's
Oh.
always been laws on that.
So the flavor of it is anise.
Yeah, and it's like licorice flavor.
Okay, yeah. So it's very very
I
herbaceous.
know, I've had that
and
before. Yeah.
Anybody say isn't these like a
I do have some.
Yeah.
sorry, it's an herb.
So the reason why it was illegal for a while was because depending on where it's coming from, it can be very high proof.
Yeah,
I think the
Russian, right?
the baseline of it is going to be 45%, but I've seen it as high as 75%. Actually, I actually had
I had one
And-
that was 90 before.
I've had
Shit.
Yeah.
90.
That was like
that's the moonshine
that was
shit.
like
What
in-
the fuck?
That was like in 2012 when I was just drinking anything. Like,
Ew.
Nigga, I know you were lit off
Fuck
that.
Ed, you ever had Daddy?
I went out for
Yeah.
He bought
brunch.
that shit for us one time.
Oh,
It was like a
hell
real small bottle. It was like that big, but like
That it'll pack a punch.
yeah.
Though. I went out for brunch with a friend of mine back in the day, maybe 4 years ago. I went to this place, and they gave me a mimosa with absinthe in it.
What?
I drank it,
Oh yeah, I'm already talking.
and that shit was like 80%. I ended up going to what's that place? Guarapos in Arlington before it closed down.
Love
I
that
s-
place.
I sat at the bar at 2 in the afternoon,
Oh,
passed
shit.
out.
The Guapos in Arlington closed down.
Yeah, it's been closed.
Yeah. Shout out Jesse.
Yeah. Fucking I yacked my fucking brains out. But yeah, so it's a spirit. The flavors that's gonna be based upon is like anise, fennel. Again, a lot of very herbaceous things. But yeah, Sazerac's like one of those cocktails that New Orleans is kind of known for. I'll probably do something like that.
Yeah. Have y'all? So I got 2 questions. Well, a statement then a question. So a lot of going back to cognacs. A lot of cognacs are kind of actually in America we don't drink them properly. A lot of people don't realize this. Cognacs really aren't supposed to be you're not supposed to go to the club and drink cognac.
Incredible Hulks.
You're supposed to drink cognac like after you have dinner, before you go to bed, like kind of like
Incredible Hulk's lit.
Digestive.
digestive, kind of like as a dessert.
Okay.
What's the best dessert cocktail you've ever had?
Dessert cocktail.
My favorite's probably the espresso martini, from Bonefish specifically.
Go,
Oh,
go,
yeah.
go, into
That's one
that a
of
little
my
bit.
favorites. We made the like a house vanilla infused vodka, Kahlua fresh espresso, and fuck, what else was in that? I forget. Not Bailey's. I think it was creme de coco.
Yeah.
chocolate.
It's pronounced.
Rim.
It's
It was
pronounced creme de cow.
Cacao, sorry. But yeah, it had a like a raw sugar and chocolate bit rim on it
How many times did you put the chocolate rim on it?
every time.
Oh, good. Yeah, good job.
Nah, that joint was good though.
James was the goat
I
there.
haven't had many dessert cocktails though, but that's one of them. Yeah.
What you do?
Cocktail, I haven't had many besides like the little shooter I made.
What you put in it?
But I think the best like dessert drink I've had was like some Port City dessert wine. That shit was heated up.
Okay. Oh, heated it
Oh,
up.
like a mulled
Oh,
mulled wine. That's
Bruh,
just very good.
That shit had not only did I go out, I was like tired of shit, but bro, I felt great. It went down smooth. It was fruity. It was,
Mulled wines is one of the easiest things you can make at home as
It
well.
wasn't a malt. It was like it was this big ass thing of Port City wine or Port
Was it hot?
wine.
Is
Yeah.
it?
No, well, no. It comes out like it's in a regular bottle, but we just put it on the stove.
Yeah, it's like mulled wine.
Yeah, it's mulled wine.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that's
Yeah.
what that was called.
So mulled wine is real easy that you can make at home. So say you got a house party. It's Thanksgiving. It's Christmas. Something like that, right?
Not right now. Social distancing.
Not right now. Less than 10 people, please. This meets the requirement for all those talking shit. If you are talking shit.
Yeah, pussy.
Yeah, fuck you, Govan. Fucking, you just take that shit. Take some wine. Your choice.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be anything fancy. Throw it in a crock pot. Throw in some like spices and herbs and stuff. So you can throw in like you can throw in some cinnamon. You throw in some nutmeg. You throw in some clove. You can throw in some
nut?
fruits. Yeah, some nut. You know, I love me some nut.
Whoa, I'm not drinking none of that.
You could throw in some oranges. I don't know, cranberries, shit like that.
Yep.
There's many ways you could do it.
Guess where I had the best dessert cocktail ever? One of your new favorites restaurants, James.
Me.
One of your new favorite restaurants.
Fuck.
I'm shocked you didn't get the drink when you went there.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Eddie V's. They have a chocolate Remy XO Manhattan. So it's gonna be 2 ounces of Remy XO, which is fire.
That sounds lit.
It's gonna be half ounce of Grand Marnier, but the what's the Grand Marnier that's not? It's above Grand Marnier.
I have not a clue.
All right, whatever. I don't know. And then it has Campari in it, and the way they serve it, it's a martini glass, right? The liquor's in there. At the bottom, they have dark chocolate, hazelnuts, milk chocolate. You're supposed to eat chocolate. You're supposed to eat the dark chocolate, take a sip, then eat a nut, take a sip, milk chocolate, take a sip. I got it with Char. We love that shit.
It's inside the drink itself?
It's $39. Huh?
It's inside the drink itself or what?
No, so like
Is it on like a skewer or?
no, it's so the drink is like served. It's like on. Fuck, what's the best way? Oh, you know where you put like the sugar and salt rimmers? It's served on top of a rimmer. Then you
Okay.
open the 3 rimmers. First one's gonna be dark chocolate.
Okay, I can
Second
s-
one's gonna
okay.
be nuts. Third one's gonna be milk chocolate.
Damn.
And that shit, it was $39, but I was like, yo, I gotta get this. It was so good. Me and Char loved it.
Word.
Yeah, it was so good.
I saw a lot of things that, I mean, Eddie V's is one example. A lot of restaurants do that kind of thing where a lot of the price pointing of the cocktail is like a lot of show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're old fashioned.
Yeah, they're old-fashioned. They smoke at the table,
Yep.
for example.
I mean, we did.
Yeah, they come over with the torch of spices or whatever, and then have the glass over, serve the drink in that. I've seen even one of the desserts that we got there when Brooke and I went for Valentine's. We got it was like kind of like a banana Foster's dessert, and they had like the rum, which I think was a higher proof rum, mixed in with like maybe some caramel and some other stuff, and they poured it out and lit it at the same time, so the entire dessert was on fire.
That's
Basically,
lit.
so it was excellent presentation.
Got it.
The dessert itself was delicious, but I think something like that you pay for.
Yeah.
It's a show. You know what I
Anything
mean?
on fire is dope.
Yeah, anything on fire is fucking awesome.
It's kind of like when you go to a restaurant, like a Blue Duck Tavern, when they give their soups, they present the bowl first, they give you your spoon, and then they like pour the soup individually each time out of this container. It's just, I'm like, fuck, the soup's $20, but damn, that's just
Speaking
like.
of presentation, bro, I don't know about y'all, but I cannot stand going to like a hibachi type joint. Not a hibachi joint. One of them like open grill joints where you sit around the
Yeah, like a Japanese
grill.
steakhouse type
Yeah,
thing.
bro, they start flipping them hot ass shrimp at you, bro. That shit be hot as fuck.
I'm about it.
Ain't nobody trying.
I'm actually about to start one in my crib next
bro,
week.
That shit be hot.
Right on that
as
table.
Fuck.
Yeah, $100 to get in.
I'm not playing.
50
with
to eat.
Nah.
Steak and shrimp, steak and shrimp.
You can't taste nothing.
chicken
after that.
shrimp.
If
How you like your steak cooked?
First of all, if
Me
you-
rare? Okay, rare.
Medium well.
Bro, they
Blue.
be doing the most. The little motherfucking volcano and
Onion
shit.
volcano.
Yeah, they be doing the most.
That should be
bro.
rocking my ears.
Ding, ding, ding,
Bruh.
ding.
I'm not. Nah.
Hey, don't bring a kid there. Your
I'm
kid
cool
will
off
actually
that.
cry.
I'm cool off that.
Like that shit is.
Open mouth.
Because think about it. If you actually catch one of them hot ass shrimp, then your tongue is gone, right? So now you gotta eat the rest of your
I've
meal.
always thought, what if I catch it and I just start choking? Like,
You burn your uvula or some shit.
but I do like. I went to one in Minnesota with my ex, and they would pour like sake into our mouth, and as long as you,
Yeah, I've
as
seen
long
that,
as you
yeah.
keep drinking it, they keep pouring it. So
And
I was,
I ain't gonna lie.
I look like
Slurping
fucking
it down.
Tiana Trump.
I'm not
this
letting
fall.
nobody pour nothing into my mouth. I'm not doing
You
that.
gotta try to drive the boat.
You're not trying to drive the boat.
Nah, I'm not doing that.
All right.
I'm not trying to be out here looking
Shit.
wild.
Back to desserts. What's y'all's favorite dessert, just in general?
Favorite dessert.
Mine's red velvet cake.
Brownie.
My favorite's always like the apple crisp type joints. Especially
Okay.
the joint at Mike's, the little
Apple-
apple pecan
Oh,
dish
yeah,
joint.
Okay. Yeah. That shit fire.
I'd have to say German chocolate cake.
What's the difference?
Difference between what?
Like like a regular chocolate cake and German chocolate cake. I
German
don't think I've had a
chocolate
German
cake
chocolate cake.
has,
One worships Hitler.
walnuts,
I don't know.
caramel.
Third Reich shit. All right, I'm with it.
Oh, I didn't even hear the joke. What happened?
You anti-Semitic?
Chill out.
One's
So-
fuck the Jews. One's for the Jews.
German chocolate cake has.
I see where your head's
So
at.
in the Holocaust, they used to
kidding.
serve them German chocolate cake.
Yeah,
So no, I'm just kidding.
can't speak for what happened overseas.
fucked up.
We got kidnapped. I mean, I don't know.
We're canceled again.
I was just kidding, guys.
Any Jewish listeners, I'm
But
sorry.
yeah,
Actually,
honestly, German
we're not a
chocolate
political
cake has the
podcast.
same base as red velvet cake.
okay. It's like very rich, very moist.
Yeah, very soft.
Is German chocolate with the nuts on top?
Moist.
Yeah, it has
Ooh,
the
moist nuts.
the
Ooh,
walnuts.
moist
It
Y'all
balls.
gay.
First of all, it's not.
the-
Hey, nah, I'm
you got
talking
the
about German
cream
chocolate
filling,
cake.
I'm
Relax. Nah, that shit got caramel, coconut, walnuts. I just like that.
Coconut walnuts.
Nah, I know what he's talking
Chocolate
about.
and-
German chocolate cake is
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah, that's the best cake ever.
That shit.
Shit,
That
Jordan,
shit
Jordan
loaded.
said his favorite is from Mike's. Y'all got any restaurants that like you go there? It's like, yo, this place just for dessert. Like the dessert be
I
popping.
can never find no good German chocolate cake. I gotta go to a store.
A
and
restaurant
make it
strictly
myself.
where I go for dessert.
Yeah,
Shit, man.
nigga, I know one that me and you both love.
Yard House S'mores Brown.
Yeah.
Now,
Oh yeah.
back again. 2016 was a wild year. We had a large influx of income, which I cannot say where the source was coming from.
Chill out.
That's when we were in our bag, if you know what I'm saying.
Wish we had that bag back.
Fucking, we would spend, we'd probably be spending like $500 a day going out. It was a lot for research and development. Yard House, we probably ate, 5-6 days a week. Shout out our favorite server, Danny.
Yeah.
You're not listening, but it's all good. You got a kid, cute kid.
He
We
said
would
cute
show
kid.
up. We would show up, have a nice 4 courses. Maybe 7 beers. Drive home. It's all good. But we dead ass.
Now sometimes we want to drive
every
home.
time.
Sometimes we go to the hookah bar after.
Yeah, we go to Mario
getting lit.
Fusion.
Cheese curds, cheese dip, chicken nachos,
Oh,
poke
boy.
nachos.
Y'all
enough
stomachs
Mac
was
right
rocking.
lobster mac and cheese, s'mores brownie, dead ass. We would go in, and I always wondered
Y'all
why I
stomachs
felt
was
like
rocking.
shit. I used to be tired after going to Yard House. It's probably because I had 4,000 calories.
That's when, hey James, that's when you'd pull up to the crib to pick me up. I'd come out and we'd just sit in the car for 20 minutes. We're already an hour late. Just sit in the car for 20 minutes, like fuck.
Yeah. Oh, back like in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd drive. I'd wake up hammered. I'd hop in the RAV4. Rest in peace, that RAV4. Totaled because I almost ran into a deer. It's all good. But hop in the RAV4, drive my ass from Woodbridge up to Kingstown, pick up Darian, sit in the car in the parking lot for 30 minutes, text the GM, be like, hey, both of us will be managing. Hey, we're gonna be late. Show up, get shit done, hop off, go next door, East Moon, which is now closed. Rest in peace.
Or in between shifts.
Have a nice 2 pints of gin. Then go to Fiona's.
Pints of gin.
Wait for we would wait
That's
for everybody
wild.
else like Jordan, whoever, to get off.
Pause.
Drive off our happy ass off to Yard House. Go to the hookah bar, and then that was our night.
Yeah.
Life was good. Back
Shout out on Moray too.
Oh yeah, once I went there, bro.
Which is still
with y'all,
open.
That's crazy that they give you that much alcohol in a fucking glass.
Oh.
dog.
Oh yeah.
For the price, that shit's.
Oh
wild.
yeah. We
I
brought
got a
Dion
Jack
there
and
one
Coke.
time.
It had a splash of Coke. I was like, yo,
That's how
what's
it
up.
should be.
It's tall. Yeah. I wasn't tripping at all. I was like, yeah. It's what's up. I know their alcohol costs through the roof.
Well, they're still open right now, so
Yeah.
I don't think they
Hey,
give a fuck.
They're an essential business. They got carry out food.
You think they're upside down?
Huh?
You think they're upside down? The way they give out alcohol like that, you think they're upside down?
Wait, I don't know the Ebonics.
They probably got some money coming
On their
from
alcohol
something.
costs, you don't think they're upside down?
No, I think that they make so much money off their hookah. They're good.
Really?
Hookah costs no money.
Yeah.
Even though they only charge $12. They charge $12.99 plus $3 for a hose that they put in the fucking freezer. But because they're still charging $8, so in Virginia they're still making money.
$8 for the hookah?
No, they charge a drink's $8 there.
For drinks.
So
Oh,
Grey
yeah,
Goose,
yeah,
say
yeah.
say if they are over pouring, there's 16 drinks and well actually in a liter there's like 21, 22 drinks.
Yeah.
If they're giving us 3 for 1, they're meeting the liquor costs. They're making the money
Yeah.
in hookah. So
Now, granted, they're not profiting a whole lot,
yeah, they can make more.
but
Yeah, I ain't
Hey.
tripping. Hey.
But they haven't
keep doing
renovated
what
that
you
place
doing.
in 15 years, so
yeah,
they're fine.
Hey, that
doing what you
bathroom, could use
Yeah.
a little work. But hey, not my place, not my restaurant.
Yeah, and
not my
and
problem.
they're still making money right now. So shout out to them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
got that drive-through.
If they need a nigga to make some money under the table, hey, 703. Yeah, I'll give you the rest. DM me.
I can be in the back cooking up some Tibbs. What's good?
Yeah, exactly.
Flip that shit up.
Damn, I love Tibbs. Tibbs are fire.
Shout out Debbie.
Right. Shit, do y'all know anything about port wine, by the way? I don't know shit about port wine.
Not really.
What you mean?
All right, good. Just making sure I was
Port
the
wine.
person.
What you mean?
Dessert wine, I'm very like, it's a weakness of mine, you know?
No, I haven't had much of it.
I know about Moscato, some Rieslings. That's it. Champagne.
I just know it's a not fortified because it's the proof of it or the alcohol content is normally around the same generally as a regular red wine. I just know its characteristics are gonna be more on the sweeter notes of what a wine generally would be. So you definitely have, if you have like vanilla, chocolate, sugar, like you have more of that basically.
Them shits be so expensive though. Like
A lot of them are aged
they're
for
expensive
much
as fuck.
longer
Should
as
be
well.
worth it.
So like you have your 12 years, you have your 30
And
years,
the
whatever.
pour is smaller too. It's like 3 ounces.
Yes. So I think with those, the glassware it's served in, I think because it's so rich, so sweet, you don't want to have like
You
a
don't-
full like say 6-ounce pour of it because that's too
small
much.
ass glass.
Yeah.
I don't think
again,
they want air.
again-
They want air to get into it either.
yeah.
right?
Again.
Yeah, for sure.
If it is, if it's aged for a long amount of time. But again, you're having it at the end of your meal. It's not supposed to be this huge extravagant thing.
So,
So-
keynote for the listeners: the longer it's aged, the less air you want it to have.
Not always.
Not necessarily.
With red wine, like Cabs, Merlots that are usually high price, aged for a long time, you actually are gonna pour those into you're gonna decant those,
Yeah.
and then you're not really supposed to drink it for like 20, 30 minutes.
You're
You want
supposed to
it to
let it
set,
breathe,
let it
right?
breathe, because that's how like.
Once you pour into the
Kinda back-
decanter, or once you pour into your glass.
So once you're in the decanter, because
Okay.
it's a very complex wine, and for you to taste like all the flavors, it has to open up. If not, you're kind of there's really no point of spending that much money on like $80 bottle wine. Buy like the $40 bottle of wine.
Because when you get like a red wine like that, it generally has a lot more like sediment deposits in it.
Yep.
A lot more like residual debris in it. So for example, like say you could have like a 21-year age like whiskey, but if you decant that, there's not a huge there's very little change that you would like say
Yeah.
like I had like green spot that I poured into a decanter. That for that's just for show.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
At Del Frisco's, we have to decant every single bottle of red wine.
True.
Makes sense with your price point. Because your
Yeah.
price point, you probably have like you'll have Hall Cabernet probably, right?
Oh, okay.
Remember we had
They
at
have
Bullfish.
like thousands on their
So
wine list.
so
guys-
Hall's usually like 60 to 70. There it's probably like $100 easily.
You guys got that Camus?
Definitely.
I'm pretty sure I've heard it before.
They
Shit's
definitely
good.
have that.
Shit's good.
They probably have Jordan too.
They have a lot of shit. They have like the biggest
No,
wine
no
list in
pun
DC.
intended.
What is that? Is it red wine?
Jordan's. It's a brand. They have everything though. They have Chardonnay too. They have
Okay,
whites and
okay.
reds.
Oh
but
no,
it's
they
very
do
good.
have that because somebody made it as a joke. Oh, you should try and sell that because
Yeah.
that's your name. Like,
Yeah, it's a very good wine.
How far do y'all branch out when y'all drink wine? Like, do y'all stick to Cabs, Merlots, Sauvignon Blancs, Pinots, and stuff like that, or do y'all like branch out past that?
So one thing I've actually thought about doing during the free time we have, is to maybe like study up on some wine. Maybe like take maybe I could see maybe not myself or maybe Jay, maybe someone I know being a som one day. That would be helpful in my business, you know. So I definitely want to get more into wine. I know there's some like show on Netflix where it's like how to be a som, and it like goes through the rigorous process.
I didn't know that.
It's actually
I
harder
wasn't
to be a
into that
som
either.
than it is like be a lawyer, doctor. It's more testing.
Yeah.
It's all blind. That shit's hard as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all based on your tongue.
Yeah, and like
Pause.
so most people like will say bodies of wine are like 3. You know, it's like light, medium, full. There's when you go to som, it's like thousands of bodies. You have to like really be able to describe it. So that's something I want to get into. I'm more of a beer guy, so I probably put more of like
Do
my
they have
knowledge
Psalms
into
for
that.
beer?
I don't.
There
wanna
are beer experts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not necessarily like a like in a restaurant you wouldn't have a som specifically dedicated to that,
Yeah.
because with wines the flavor profiles are, in my opinion, slightly more complex.
Yeah.
Because there's so many different varietals, but there are a fair amount of beer varietals out there as well, and I mean when it comes to beers, you know, there's just 2 main categories. That's ales and lagers.
Yeah.
And then lagers are generally all going to be fairly the same, but then
Yeah. It's
you're
hard.
gonna
It's hard to
have-
be complex lager. Like
You're gonna
that's
have,
very hard.
yeah, you're gonna have more like variety throughout your ales. It's something I personally want to work on more too. One of our friends, Johnny, shout out to him. He's very good with that kind of thing because he enjoys a lot of like craft beers and microbreweries, trying different ones in his own spare time. Something I want to get in more into rather than just drinking the same thing all the time.
Shit, Jordan. Since you have a som at one of your jobs, and I've never worked at a place with som, like how do they get paid? I don't know if you know. Do you know?
I don't know that exactly. I know at where I work at, they get a percentage of tip out though, but I'm sure they have a nice hourly pay as well.
Okay.
Yeah, because it has to be a specialty. Like,
Because the som,
almost
remember,
like a
the
degree.
som helped us when we went for
Yeah, I
your
remember.
birthday.
Yeah, so I know I
That
know-
dude's not there anymore, but yeah, the Psalms at our job, they're basically like managers as well though.
Yeah,
You go through-
different restaurants treat it differently.
You go through regular courses, or you can actually go get like a degree for this.
Bro,
It's like a actual certification.
yeah,
okay.
it's
There's
it's
different
actually
levels
harder
as
than
well.
getting a degree. That's just like one of the most prestigious things you can get, in my opinion, as like a human. It's hard as fuck to be a som.
If I'm not mistaken, there's 3 levels of being a sommelier. Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah. So you have like a level 1,
A
level
small
2.
what? AAS.
Sommelier.
What,
I said sommelier as well.
what is
Small,
that
yeah.
exactly that we never really told them?
A sommelier is basically like your wine guide, like somebody that you would go to at, say, like a restaurant
Or Total Wine. They have some
or
there
Total
too.
Wine. Yeah, you would go in and say, you give them like your preferences on like what you would like a wine. So say, okay, I like something with a medium body, maybe some like lighter fruit notes, and like
and they'll tell you
maybe-
exactly which one.
yeah, maybe heavier
Like
on
a
like
wine
the tannins.
guru. Okay.
Then they'd be like, okay, like, do you? So to make an analogy, you recently saw John Wick, right?
Yeah.
You know that
Not-
guy.
not for the first
You know
time,
that
yeah.
guy he goes to when he gets his guns.
Talking about when he gets shot. You talking about the 3rd movie?
Talking about like when he goes to get geared up,
Yeah, when he gets
gets
geared up.
equipped.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you saw John Wick 2?
Yeah.
He goes to the hotel, right?
Yeah.
He goes to that guy in the basement or whatever. He's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I've got a dinner party." He's like, dinner party. You know, light, elegant, does some damage. Here's what you need.
Yeah.
It's that, but with wine.
Yeah. Okay.
And actually, in the movie, he calls like he asks for the sommelier, which that gun guy is also, you know, plays a sommelier
Yeah,
and
yeah.
also his gunsmith.
Because sommelier can kind of be like a
Expert
place
or
word for
something.
like an expert or something, but you're not trying to be hot when you ask for the gunman.
Yeah.
Learning something new out here. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. I ain't mad
If
at
you're like a legit fine dine restaurant company, you have a sommelier on staff. You have to, because that's how you like. I'm sure Jordan. I mean, I know he hasn't worked at the place that long, but a sommelier can make your table. If he sells a $400 bottle of wine, your check just went up 400. Like that's hard as fuck to do. So, and people will spend money on wine because
Yep.
wine, like that's a way to show that you're
I
actually
have.
people that have money. They spend money on wine. They don't give a fuck. They're like, yeah, I want to have good wine. So.
For sure. I mean, I think wine, like when it comes to fine dining restaurants, I think generally that's very much like a special occasion type place. You know what I mean? Especially where Jordan works. Actually, both the places where Jordan works can be considered a special occasion place. But you know, when you go, there's no point in being cheap.
Is there a difference between a special occasion place and a fine dining restaurant? Or they-
Ooh.
I think
It depends on your socioeconomic status.
yes. So if you were like us and unemployed, we probably would not be frequenting. A fine dining
Applebee's
establishment.
is the lit place for me right now because I'm broke.
I wouldn't even go that far. I would say I would
7-Eleven.
I would go
7-Eleven
personally.
is my fine dining right
There's this Scottish restaurant that's very popular in America. It's called McDonald's. They have the finest 100% beef patties that I've ever had. And also, it's
Steroids.
fucking wild that within the past 3 years, now McDonald's does say, hey, it's 100% real meat. What the fuck were you using earlier, dick?
there. Pause.
I say this all the time. I remember when McDonald's chicken nuggets weren't white meat.
Yeah,
and then
remember
they
they
made this
started
whole
advertising
campaign
that?
like, hey, 100% white meat. I'm like, all right, cool.
Well,
It's a vendetta
chickens-
against black
chickens
people.
do have dark meat.
They do have thighs.
That shit
But
might- that shit
they're
might be
trying to
mixed.
say,
It was mixed
white
before.
is right.
I got some
And
mixed
white,
meat.
I hate
Well,
chicken
no.
breasts.
Unfortunately, because we all see color, white meat is fucking juicier.
I disagree.
Yeah, that's
Dark. I think thighs, dark meat has more flavor, and I personally like eating chicken thighs than breast.
Well, I prefer the thigh also because the breast actually could dry out easier.
That's what I'm saying. White
But-
breast is white meat.
But isn't there like more fat in dark meat,
Yeah.
which keeps it juicy?
Yeah.
There you go. I didn't mean juicy. I meant healthier.
Okay.
White
Yeah,
meat's
yeah,
healthier.
yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, there's a whole health vendetta after Super Size Me came out. But fucking,
that shit was wild.
I mean, before then, what are they fucking
Nobody
getting?
told that nigga to do that shit. Like,
He did it on his own
Yeah.
accord. Hey, but we watched it all throughout school.
I had to.
He put
I
his
had no
health.
choice.
He put his
Man
health
was
at
watching,
risk.
yeah.
My man
Part
put
of the-
on
part of the
weight.
class. I had to do a whole paperwork
Man's had,
worksheet.
he had that hot breakfast every morning. Dude, fucking like,
Yeah, that fucking yeah,
how
that
many burgers? Like,
a lot. Hey, can I get a McDick, please?
yeah.
What's up with you?
McDiggle.
What's up with you today?
Well, what's up? I like dick.
Let me get three big.
Oh, alright.
Let me get 3 Big Macs, 3 McChickens.
Yeah, no, he was tripping for that one. He only did it for a month though.
Did they have the salads
done
and
it.
stuff
French
and the
fries,
parfaits and stuff
supersize it.
while
They
he
had
was
what?
doing that? Did they have like salads and parfaits while he was doing? I know that's
Yeah, of course they did.
Kind of new.
Yeah, of course they did. Yeah. Back then?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like mid 2000s.
Oh yeah.
Or like mid, like before 2010.
Because salads haven't been around that long for McDonald's.
No, it was a fairly recent
Oh,
thing.
shit, I need one. I meant. Thank you.
But yeah, no, fucking
Bronies.
It might be out soon.
no, that man was tripping. But I will say, I did it longer than a month.
Yeah, chill out.
Nah, for like 8 months straight. I was mad depressed. I would have my routine every night. Drive home, pull up to McDonald's.
You always got the bacon joint.
I would get McGriddles, sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles. So I'd get 4 sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles,
Oh nah.
a chocolate
McGriddles fire.
milkshake, a chocolate milkshake,
McGriddles are
and a
lit.
6-piece nugget.
Yo, you said
That's
4?
wild.
Yeah, 4 McGriddles, 6 nuggets, and a milkshake.
I eat two
Sometimes,
McGriddles.
Bro,
I'm
your
like,
heart
oh,
was
shit.
wilding.
now sometimes if I was wildin', I would get 4 McGriddles and then 2 bacon, double bacon cheeseburgers. I was very depressed. I put on 50 pounds.
God. God damn.
But I lost it all.
Wait, so what's your favorite fast food place? Mine's Wendy's.
Taco Bell.
Now, who has the best
I'm
fries?
not counting Chick-fil-A, by the way. Chick-fil-A is another tier.
That's a fine dining fast.
Yeah.
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 Hello. Hey, good afternoon.
I want to take it past best fries, right?
Best
Let's take
fries?
it. Let's take it to the basics.
Oh, McDonald's.
Who has the best burgers?
Wendy's.
Why is that?
Checkers.
See, there you go. Who you got? Wendy's, Checkers.
I don't eat Checkers as much.
Hey,
not
that
bad.
2 for
If
5.
you had to
though.
go, if you had to pick anywhere to get your best fast food
Checkers expensive.
burger,
2
then
for 5.
we're not including Five Guys.
I'm
We're
going to
talking like
I'm going to
drive-through fast
I'm going to
food.
Wendy's.
Yeah, Wendy's.
Yeah, I just had Wendy's for the first time the other
Wendy's,
month.
Wendy's
so.
is the Wendy's on Woodbridge, the joint by Fred Lynn. That's,
Oh,
that's shit.
Off like Route 1.
Yeah.
See, it's hard for
By
me because
Morosco?
if I'm
Yeah.
trying to be full, yeah, I mean Wendy's. But if I want something
Yeah.
that tastes
I
amazing,
I see what you're
I'm
saying.
going to White Castle. Ain't
Damn,
ain't
there's no
nothing
White
around here.
Castles here, though.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
it's no
forgot.
White
Hey,
Castle.
Whataburger, best burger.
Oh,
I only had that once in Texas.
Yeah.
All right. See, I ain't never had that.
We had it
That spicy
twice,
ketchup.
my
I
nigga.
ain't
My nigga,
never
we had
had
it
that.
twice.
Hey, y'all know what the fuck you're doing
I
with
ain't
that
never
spicy
had that.
ketchup.
Hey, see, there we go. I ain't
Hey,
never
that
had
triple
that.
burger.
That triple.
Hey,
I was shitting.
Yeah.
And Joe was cracking.
Triple
Triple burger
ate
for,
3 beef
for,
Jones.
for $9.78. I fuck with y'all for that. That shit was crack.
That's the
God
reason why
damn.
they sold
what
it
a
like that.
fucking burger. Yeah.
I tried to Uber Eats them from Houston. Nigga, they would not come. Fuck.
What, in D.C.?
Yeah.
Hey,
I did
shut
try.
up. Shut
You
that
gonna
up.
pay for that? Shit's about to be moldy as fuck.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
They
Time
gonna
for
eat-
that.
They gonna eat it on the way.
Damn. Yeah. What? Okay. Yeah. Whataburger then Wendy's for me. All right. Now fine dining fast food burgers definitely Five Guys, and then Chipotle is my favorite. Then probably Chick-fil-A.
I don't know. I had this place called Zen Burger. That was pretty fire.
That's a
Sin
restaurant.
Burger's
That's a
a
restaurant.
restaurant.
Wouldn't you consider Five Guys a restaurant?
No, not the same type.
Yeah,
Really?
That's like a Sin Burger's like a
Zenberger
sit
sold
down
wine
restaurant.
too.
Well,
Zenberger's casual dining.
What's making us? What's the difference between?
Five Guys is fast food.
All those restaurants on that block, like Zenberger,
Zenberger
Chewy's,
sold
Yard
alcohol.
House, they're all like fairly casual. It's just sit down restaurants.
Yeah, and Zenberger got good wine.
Any
too.
place
So
where
if
you
I
get
said
served
cheeseburger in
at. You get-
paradise.
you get
That's
Oh,
that's
my
a re-
my first job.
that's a restaurant.
That's a restaurant.
Five Guys is fast.
Damn, what
food.
cheeseburger in paradise you went to? Oh, the one in Woodbridge used to be there.
Yeah, by the Olive Garden. Yeah, they moved.
That's a Fuddruckers now, right?
Yeah,
Fuddruckers, yeah.
Fuddruckers used to
they
give
drove
me
by
the
the
shits.
by the
I fucking
CC's,
love-
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care for
I hate
Fuddruckers
that
that
fucking
much.
CC's.
Yeah, I don't like Fuddruckers. I was pissed when they bought a cheeseburger. That shit actually blew me.
Fucking hate CC's.
I used to fuck up some CC's. It's
Best
not good.
best
but-
pizza.
It's not that great, but
If I'm-
it'll get you right. Like,
Best?
Best pizza.
if you're being cheap, it'll get you right. Like,
I'm buying Domino's.
Domino's?
Yep.
You're
Suck it.
tripping.
Whoa.
Papa John's, bucko.
Yeah,
You're
Papa
bugging.
John's.
You're bugging.
Then
garlic-
Duccini's.
Garlic sauce, A1.
I like Papa John's for that garlic sauce that they give you on the side. Other than that,
But
I
that
don't care.
the dough,
Bro,
the
I think
crust-
Domino's sauce is disgusting.
You're
Yeah.
bugging.
Still to this day, I'm like, nigga, I need some
Yeah.
seasoning.
I don't care for the sauce.
Nah.
toppings,
sauce is like
Papa
that.
John's,
The
A1.
crust is
Domino's
like that.
cheap though. I love that.
Crust is like
Yeah,
that.
that $5.99.
Yeah,
deal.
Domino's crust is good, but they changed it.
Yeah, it used to be cardboard.
Yeah, it used to be trash.
It used to be cardboard. It used to be
We
eating
need
the
more
box.
places with stuffed crust.
Yeah.
Fuck Pizza
That's
Hut.
why.
Only
That's why I
Pizza
like
Hut.
Pizza
I know
Hut.
that's the only
But
joint
pizza,
I
that's
only
just so
like
sweet.
Pizza Hut for
Pizza Hut's
yeah,
sweet as
it's
fuck.
A sweet crust
The
with
dough's crust too.
with
The
the
dough's sweet too.
mozzarella through the bitch. Ooh wee, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That shit expensive. They don't want to do that shit.
Yeah, because it's
But
good.
Duccini, like
Right.
cheap, Duccini's by far. That's
Hey,
just the cheapest.
I used to fuck up some Little Caesars, Red
Y'all-
by
y'all
Mosaic.
ever had,
Oh, hell no. Oh,
Stoners?
You gotta eat that joint right away.
Y'all ever had
Yeah.
Stoners
yeah.
pizza?
Yeah, it's hot and ready. You gotta eat it when it's ready.
No, I hate Little Caesars, dog.
I do,
That's
too.
like
When I was in high school,
that's the
slapped.
best. I'd rather pick a.
Domino's better than Little Caesars.
I pick a 7-Eleven pizza over a Little Caesars pizza.
Yeah, I would too.
If I'm broke,
Especially when the rewards are hitting.
because that joint be lit. Like,
Yeah, for
for
sure.
a while.
Hey, puberty, let me get those coupons, man.
Y'all ever had Stoners? Stoners hot pizza?
That's right there.
Stones? Stoners or
Stoners.
Stones? Yeah,
It's
right
like
here.
right there.
Stones.
Word.
Yeah, I've had
We,
it.
we've had it one time, yeah.
It's right next
Y'all
to
like it?
7-Eleven.
I had it when I was in Georgia.
I've
so
never had it,
I
though.
never had that.
I think
one.
it's all right.
It was alright.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was alright.
I had
Yeah.
some good ass pizza.
Good,
from
good
there.
lunch special.
Word.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very good.
Oh, y'all some coupon boys. Okay.
Nah, they have a special man.
No,
Right now we are.
I am a coupon boy right
Ain't
now.
nothing wrong with some coupons, brother.
Yeah,
Like, I'm
they-
broke.
yeah.
Definitely a coupon
It's
boy.
like $5.99 for a small personal pizza.
Yeah. I'm off the Popeyes wave too. They shouldn't give me the shit.
Bro, I had enough Popeyes for a while.
I haven't had fried chicken since I had KFC for Thanksgiving.
I had fried chicken today, homemade fried chicken. Lit
KFC.
with some broccoli
I
cheddar
fucking
rice.
hate KFC.
Why? Actually, yeah, for their chicken, I don't like the seasoning that
That
they
joint
use.
on 234, that shit trash.
Yeah,
Right by Mason.
I don't like the seasoning they use for they skin, bro. That shit tastes weird. Like
Yeah.
they add some extra shit.
Damn,
to
I'm
it.
gonna tell y'all a funny story that no one knows except for
Y'all ever had Zaxby's?
Omar
though?
and Govan. Yeah,
Zaxby's
there's one in
got
Williamsburg.
fire ass fried chicken, bro. I fuck with Zaxby's.
So in college, when I was pledging, we always had to bring chicken, like for the older bros.
Really?
And one time, me, Govan, and Omar knew it was gonna be a long night. That's all I gotta say. We knew it was gonna be a long night. So we stopped by CVS before we went to KFC. We grabbed some sleeping pills. We grounded them shits up, put it into the chicken. We took, you know, KFC, they don't give a fuck about their breading.
Is this
So we
all
took-
alleged or?
No, this is legit. We
Oh.
took the breading up and was just sprinkling the sleeping pills all over it.
You're wild.
Yeah.
Shouldn't
And
it look like white?
it did, but KFC, they don't give a fuck about their breading. That shit always looks weird.
Okay.
So then no one noticed.
Okay.
And that shit was an early night.
Niggas just threw hot sauce on that
Okay.
shit.
Yeah, we was wildin'. we could have went to jail for that.
Yeah, that's I'm surprised you just out here with it. Willy
Oh, no, I don't give a fuck.
I mean, I tried to drug Jordan with laxatives the other episode, so it's all good.
Oh, I thought we had it's in there right now.
Yeah. That's why he's shitting in the bathroom right now.
Right?
Fuck.
You drugged him for?
It was like 3 weeks ago. It didn't work.
Yeah. Oh, you were here for that.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Trying to see a little piggy squeal.
Pause. You ain't trying to see nothing.
Yeah, Jordan's nickname is Porky.
Ham hock.
I'm not asking why.
Courtesy of Evan.
All right, all right,
Yeah, Evan gave him that joint.
all
so
right, all right.
It is what it is. Damn, look at this. Video's going for 50 minutes. Hey,
Wow.
Yeah, we out here, baby.
I can say it. Catch us on YouTube, all right?
Hey, resident IT guy, knock on wood.
Yeah. Hey, you gotta get you an Asian in house, all right? No pay. He's doing a
Yeah.
great job though.
Unemployed. This is the best I can do right now.
Nah, for sure.
Hey, if you need a song recorded, come hit us up. Skyline Studios.
Oh, for sure.
Let us know.
I got a verse.
Definitely. Shit, Jordan, hurry up and get your ass back. I'm trying to change topics.
Star, bro.
Brain swirling.
Hey, put your dick away, please.
Man up. Dion, what you do today, bro?
For real. Just kicked it with my dog. Made some food. I started out the day off, but I meditated for a little bit. You know what I mean?
Meditated.
Gather my thoughts, yeah.
Okay.
Sat in some silence for a while, let the sunlight just hit me and embrace the moment type shit.
When you meditate, you like listen to music?
Sometimes, man. Sometimes I just I sit in the shower. Sometimes I just lay in bed.
You actually like sit down in the shower?
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that do that. I've never done that, but I know a
Yeah.
lot of people that do that.
I used to be like mad. Like I'm still kind of sad. I used to be like super sad. So like I used to like sit in the shower and just
Let the
like
water
cry
hit you,
type
yeah.
shit. Yeah. Cause it's like warm rain, bro. That shit feels great.
Alright.
So
You had your swimming trunks on?
nah, I had my birthday suit.
Oh, okay, got it. He's naked.
Yeah, I'm
Got
in the
it.
shower. Yeah. So
Just checking.
nah. Today I started off with a little meditation type, and then I went over to the kitchen and I was like, man, started the day off right, so I made me something nice.
I feel like that was everybody's move this morning. The kitchen.
Yeah, I diced some
That's the move for brunch now. Hey, I'm at
diced
the
up
kitchen.
some potatoes, diced up some onions, some tomato, cracked an egg or two, diced up some sausage, and then had me a little scramble, bro. That joint was like that. And then I cut up some pineapple.
Put some hot sauce on it.
Nah.
All right.
I'm good on seasoning. So then I cut up some pineapple, some oranges, some banana. Had me a little fruit salad on the side.
Okay, healthy.
Yeah, started the day off right, and then I got high all day.
Yeah, we can tell.
Yeah,
It's like,
I've been fried all day, so
Yeah, it smelled like Manny Pacquiao when you got in the fucking car.
yeah, I'm sorry.
Hey,
What'd you have for breakfast?
So I woke up, hopped on the hub.
Boys,
Took me
stay-
about an hour to find
stay
the
at home.
video. I was deep dark into the video.
Stay home
I
pub.
can't even tell y'all what I nutted to. It's bad.
18 pages
Uh,
in. Nah, you gotta tell us.
Did
Nah,
you jerk
it was-
off to a nun?
I nutted to a head video. I don't even nut to head videos. That's how deep I was in
not
it.
bad.
It's 14 days in the quarantine. You're craving that
Yeah,
eye contact.
I
you
gave
know what I'm
I gave
saying?
up and just put firehead into the search bar. And all right, so once I saw some spit, I'm like, I'm gonna let this work.
Y'all be
It was-
watching the compilation.
You know in your head when you decide, all right, I'm a nut now. That's what I did.
Yeah, you just
I said,
focus on it, yeah.
I said, all right, I'm a nut to this.
push it out. Yeah.
So did that, made my bed, took a shower, walked into my kitchen, started some coffee. Then I said, damn, you know what? I'm gonna put my daughter's bed.
What type of
together
coffee you be
today.
drinking?
Shit, what's kind of coffee?
Cafe Du Monde French
Yeah.
coffee.
Yeah, that shit good.
It's actually
Word.
where Cafe Du Monde is one of the places I went to when I was down in New Orleans. So
Yeah.
It's like
they
that.
sell their coffee in stores and shit.
It's like that then.
Oh yeah.
very
Word. I might actually. I, like
Yeah, I always
coffee.
make my coffee
fuck with
really
coffee.
strong.
Robust but smooth.
I started putting my bed together, got frustrated. James called me, came and saved the day. He put it together, had some coffee. Coffee was my breakfast. It was
Word.
great.
You should eat more.
Yeah, I know. I got distracted. What'd you have for breakfast, James?
Shit, I woke up.
Rona.
Chill out.
Hey, excuse me. Sorry. It's the vape, not Rona. I mean, I might have it. Fuck it. I woke up. I've been trying to wake up a little earlier, even if I got nothing going on. You know, trying
Yep.
to be productive, have
Use
more
your day.
daylight in the day. You know, it's good for you. So I haven't been
Vitamin
setting
D.
alarms. So I've been waking up naturally at like 9 o'clock or whatever. I woke up. Brooke was still falling, still sleeping or whatever. So it's all good.
Oh, you had someone to sleep with. Must be nice.
Yeah. But woke up, walked around. I don't know, moved some stuff around, played on my phone. Then once she woke up, I started making breakfast. Started up a little coffee. But then diced up some potatoes, made a little hash.
You be doing breakfast in bed, or you be like making like a nice little setup out here,
Nah.
and be like, come outside, come into the living room real quick, and then
Gotta-
it be like, boom.
Nah, I gotta eat in the living room right here, right on the table.
You don't like breakfast in bed. You don't like eating in your
Uh,
bed.
I'm a messy eater.
Yeah, I don't eat in my bed either.
I'm a real messy eater. I like
Same.
I'm a real
separated.
clean eater. I be keeping everything right on the
Nah,
plate.
I make a mess.
Same.
Nah.
I actually think me and you are the two messy eaters we know.
Yeah.
shit be flying everywhere.
When we were eating that Chipotle about 2 hours ago, I was like, yeah, we're being disgusting.
Server at Eddie V's cooked me when I went there because she was like, oh wow, all the food ended up on the table, not even in your mouth.
Bro, that's one of my pet peeves when
like-
people go out. When I see like a group of people who like are not handicapped or disabled, like why the fuck can
Well,
you keep the food on the
You would
plate?
hate
guess-
serving me.
I
How
guess
the fuck is food on the floor?
I guess we're never going out to eat again, so sorry.
No, I'm talking about if I'm serving the table. I'll go out with you, but I'm gonna think something about you.
Nah, but I made a little breakfast hash. Took the skillet, fried up some potatoes, a little bit of butter, a little bit of cayenne, paprika, salt, pepper, whatever, some butter. Then I sauteed up some onions, put in some cheddar, some Parmesan, some egg, cilantro. Then I finished it with cut up some avocado in there too.
Nice. Healthy
Solid,
fat.
yeah.
Hey, bro, we gotta stay healthy out here. While all this sitting around, sitting on the couch, we got motherfucking nothing to do, and niggas smoking, drinking, watching TV all day. You gotta do something. Get up, at least use an hour out of your day to do something productive.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna chill for the rest of the day, cool. But
I can see why people in prison get so fit. They got nothing to do.
yes, we are
What's,
literally in prison with more rules or
What's,
less rules.
What's y'all's favorite like home workout? Other than Jordan, I know he doesn't work out.
I would probably say push-ups
Yeah,
or my
push-ups.
dumbbells.
What do you do with the dumbbells?
I got 25-pound dumbbells, so I'll do
Solid.
like
Yeah.
I'll do some push-ups, and then every time you go down, you come up, and you curl it up one time, or
Oh, like
you
a
can
little
do
row?
You
Yeah.
can, you can do a lot of different workouts with dumbbells, or just
Yeah.
your
That's
natural
why-
body weight in general.
That's why I fuck with the kettlebell I have.
Yeah,
I've been doing like a little circuit. I'll do I'll do some swings for
Yeah.
20 seconds. Then I'll do some cleans for 20 seconds with each side, and then 20 seconds of snatches on each side. Then finish with some. I'll do some squats for 20 seconds with the kettlebell, and then some swings. Like 3 rounds of that. It's a solid workout.
lately all I can do is some leg shit. So.
I did some.
Yeah.
I did some wall sits yesterday morning.
Oh yeah,
How
Yeah.
long?
for how long?
I was doing like a minute, did like 3 or 4 reps.
That shit used to kill me.
Then I helped someone move, so up 4 flights of stairs, so my shit was rocking. He's like, "You good?" I'm like, "Nah, my thighs." I'm like, "Fuck."
You gotta stretch, man. I've been stretching a lot too.
Yeah,
Hip
that's good.
flexor's been tight.
Stretching good for your mental too.
Yeah.
I
Gotta
need to
get
stretch
the
more.
get the blood flowing. Get
We
the
might need to
muscles
start
tight.
doing yoga, bro.
Ah, Jordan's back. Now we can talk about what I want to talk about. Bet. Nah, we do need to get some yoga. I actually do like yoga.
Weird.
One of my
Yeah.
one of my exes was like big into yoga, and I would go with her,
Shit's good.
and that shit was. It actually taught me like how to calm down. Like I was like, ah,
It's something that y'all know
know?
who David Goggins is, right?
Chill out.
huh?
Y'all know who David.
yeah.
You know who David Goggins is?
Nope.
He's like this. He's this dude. You'd like him a lot. He's very like gung ho, very aggressive. But he
Damn.
he was this dude that he was a Navy SEAL, but he did the Hell Week 3 times because his bones kept breaking basically. But before to even get into that, he had to drop 100 pounds in 3 months. He was just like fat, sad, like worked for Ecolab, ate like donuts every night type of dude. Then one day he said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna make life like what I want it to be." So he just got everything together, worked out like crazy, dropped hella weight. He's a very inspirational guy, like the way he does speeches and stuff. But he made his little point talking about like stretching and shit. It's like, you know, it's hard to function when like your
body
skeleton is like say like 5'10", but if your fucking muscles are 5'5", you know, that's a problem. You know, it fucks you up like physically and mentally. So
Okay.
you need some.
Yeah,
some
stretching
movement.
actually mad. Stretching actually mad important.
Yeah, everybody's doing it. Look, we all good. All good.
People don't really.
We're the only animal that wakes up in the morning and doesn't stretch.
Yeah, I stretch. I wake up.
I'm saying though, as a humans,
I hit that stretch to your
Yeah,
motherfucking
dogs.
leg
I'm
shake.
sure Thunder he stretches every
Yeah,
morning,
he-
right?
Dog wakes
he
up.
be shaking and shit.
Yeah.
We do the same stretch though, cause like I get to stretch my.
you know that good stretch when you first wake up in bed.
Uh huh.
You gotta,
You
like-
point your toes out. And your
that
motherfucker,
was-
you
yeah.
should start shaking and you like, oh yeah, yep.
Yeah.
We good.
Need that leg shake.
Then you
It's
gotta lay
you're
there
about
for
to,
a second,
About to
too.
come already.
You gotta take it
The
all.
hub not even up yet.
You be like,
I do that shit every morning. Brooke's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm stretching.
Yeah.
Leave me alone."
gotta shake off the sleep.
Damn, you wake up with someone every morning? Hey,
Man,
must be nice.
Enjoy
A
it,
couple
my
episodes
brother.
ago, it was 700 days.
Enjoy
so
it.
But you up right now.
Don't let her go.
Life's good. Working on the weekend.
Shit, what I want to talk about was so past few episodes, me and Jordan, you know, every now and then we've been talking about Bad Bunny. Did y'all check out his new video?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I still haven't even checked out his
Him,
album.
cross dressing, yeah.
Yeah. Him cross dressing. He's catching a lot of heat on Twitter, of course. Twitter's very homophobic.
From insecure men. Or?
Yeah, from insecure men.
Especially the
A lot,
history
one,
culture.
The world is
my
homophobic.
favorite tweet, but not my favorite tweet, if you're taking that correctly, was someone said, "Oh wow, a gay man's acting Puerto Rican out here," basically saying like all Puerto Rican men are already gay.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Damn,
That's foul.
grimy."
Yeah, that's foul. I got a Puerto Rican family. That's
So
foul.
I did some research. I actually saw that the reason why he was like cross-dressing or whatever in the video was to honor a transgender woman that passed away in Puerto Rico a few months ago. She got murdered just for being transgender. So I definitely think if you're one of those people on Twitter bashing that or even in your head, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, keep your ass in the house.
And I'm sure tons of bitches want to fuck Bad Bunny. Like, like that nigga's actually one of the hottest artists out right now. I'm pretty sure he's the hottest artist on Spotify for the past like a year. He has the most listens. So relax.
Yeah, definitely.
I actually
Especially,
I like the video. That takes a lot of
especially
courage.
in today's day and age, when everything's going on like the way it is, you can't just be speaking freely about people's sexes and their preferences and then talking negatively about death and all that type of stuff. Like right now is not the time, bro. Right now, keep that shit to yourself. First of all, you need to get that shit out of you because that's just wild. Like something's wrong with the way you think.
I did a quick Google search after, and I put average life expectancy of a transgender person. I want to go around the room. Just guess what you think it is, Dion.
30 or less.
Jordan. The regular life expectancy in America is 78.
Wait, the
Oh
average
wow,
expectancy of
I
a
was
trans
mad low.
Transgender. No, that's life expectancy for a regular,
Regular person,
78.
78.
I don't know, man.
Don't think about it, nigga. Damn.
It was 36.
I was
So
about to say 32.
it's cut in half if you're transgender
Right.
because a lot of them either kill themselves,
Right.
get
They're
murdered,
Fucked up. Yeah.
or they die from like health complications. But it's high suicide rate, and I thought that's crazy. Transgender, your life expectancy is cut in half. 36, that's nothing. People back in the day weren't dying at 36.
Well,
So-
can we say that? I mean,
Well, I'm saying like life expectancy back like 1800s was like 50.
for trans. Or
No,
people who,
for regular
Well,
people.
obviously this isn't something new though. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
this has definitely been around for a long time. It's not an idea that it just sparked the internet. It's a real lifestyle that some people choose. So
Yeah, for sure.
that's crazy, man. You should be able to do what you want to do.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I hate social media.
I don't
when-
have to agree with it, but you
when
should
it's
be
like,
able to do what the fuck you want to do.
Oh, I'm the cool one because I'm against like transgenders. I'm like, what? Like that shit's
It's
not
not cool at all.
for retweets. Like relax.
You look like a dick.
yeah, I look like a huge dick.
Yeah.
Like
Like a closed-minded idiot.
yeah.
I heard people like bashing the other popular Spanish dude, Annual AA.
Oh.
Apparently he posted some shit,
And-
but it was in
and well?
Spanish, so I couldn't read it. Like,
Yeah, and well, I think that's how you say his name.
and well,
Why
yeah.
you ain't,
Apparently, he's a
copy
huge
and paste that
like,
bitch
global
into
artist
Google.
too. He's not big in the U.S.,
Yeah.
but he's big everywhere else.
I know he is. I know all the Spanish bitches love him, just like Bad Bunny.
What were they saying about him?
What did he do?
I don't know. They're just mad at him for some reason. I didn't know. Like I said, I saw the post that he posted, but it was all
Yeah.
in Spanish. So,
True.
Okay.
but they're mad at him for some reason. I don't know. But they work together too.
Yeah.
Anuel and Bad Bunny. He was on his last album, so I don't.
Yeah.
I think it's great that Bad Bunny did do something like this,
Bubby.
just because obviously there's a very still a negative stigma around transsexuality or homosexuality in general.
We need a Spanish person on the pod.
But I think when branching on that, I think in the Latino community, I think like hypermasculinity and like homophobia is kind of big as far as like what I've gathered from like social media as well. Because of people that happen to be Latino as well, kind of like branching out against that. Like, no, what he's doing is like kind of helping like the culture, for example. You know what I mean?
Especially because like I think a lot of like Hispanic men like it's kind of like a two-edged sword because when you're like, and this I just know this from dating a Hispanic girl. Like Hispanic men are supposed to be like like leaders of their family, but they're also supposed to know how to like dance really well, dress really well, cook really well. They're supposed to know how to do all that stuff.
and all that,
But
yeah.
that also, when you apply it to Western culture, looking at U.S., Eastern, Western Europe, that can be seen as like more feminine, So I feel like it's kind of like a double-edged sword because it's like, oh, that nigga's being gay, but in reality, he's just that's
He's being
that's
a
the
man
culture.
the
He's
best way he
being-
knows
yeah,
how to be. Yeah.
exactly. And like Puerto Rican dudes, and Dominican dudes, they're big on like grooming and upkeep.
Yep, they shave their whole body.
Yeah, they shave. A lot of them like do their eyebrows and
cousins
shit.
and stuff
razor
that
up
do
the-
that,
That's
yeah.
why,
I don't do that.
one of my old barbers, I went to a Dominican barber shop, fantastic at cutting hair and everything, but like one of the common things is like, you know, a lot of other people or other barbershops, they wouldn't even like touch the eyebrows. But now it's becoming more common, I feel like,
Yeah.
overall.
Yeah.
Eyebrows, legs.
Because look,
yeah.
look, man,
Armpits.
I get a unibrow. I keep that shit up.
Oh yeah.
Same.
That's why I got a straight razor. I edge my shit up because it
same.
just gets out of control. I don't do too much.
Do you think Bad Bunny actually did it out of love, or you think it's like a PR stunt? I'm not saying it is. I'm just asking.
I think a
a
little,
question.
bit, little bit of both.
I think-
An artist, his manager, I think Bad Bunny had the idea.
You definitely
He
gonna
came to
see
his
both
manager.
sides.
His manager said, "Hey, that's a good look for you both ways.
Yeah.
So do that
Yeah,
shit.
you definitely gonna see both sides.
Both sides. When you're an
matter what
artist,
your-
it's always both.
No matter what your intention is, you're gonna observe like, all right, well, this also works because of this. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
So I mean, hopefully, I'm hoping that it came from a genuine spot. But I think it did. Bad Bunny. I mean, there's always the language barrier, which he does speak English too. But like, I feel like he's a good artist. He like cares. I know he cares about Puerto Rico for sure. So I feel like he did it for the good reason.
Regardless-
Also, shout out him. Past 2 years, he was nothing. And he blew the fuck up, and now he's running shit. Like he's making hella money, and his music is like, I was listening to his album today. I'm like, yo,
Yeah, Coach
I wish I
Guerrero
knew what
used
these
to be
fucking
the,
words meant. But I'm like, this fucking beat and the way he says words with the beat are perfect. I'm like we were watching a video earlier when James was setting up the computer. Yeah, and I'm like, damn, his
Articulation
voice.
is
That should
great.
be hit. Like,
Yeah, the melody is perfect with the beat. I'm like, damn.
He came from, he like would play at clubs and stuff for like $20-$25 all around like South America and stuff. And now he's a big name.
Yeah.
I won't say household name just yet, but like he's definitely up there. He's been featured with a lot of like prominent artists as well. Say like
I mean, house,
Cardi B?
probably household like to Spanish people.
yeah, for sure, yeah.
He's been on Cardi B
been on
shit,
Cardi's
21
song,
Savage,
yeah.
Nicki Minaj. Like
He's definitely turned some heads and he's
shit.
gone some
Bad Bunny on Party's new album. The only features are Rihanna, Drake, Bad Bunny. Nigga,
Yeah.
that's fire.
yeah, that's big.
huge.
That's fire.
The Loyal remix. Or,
Yeah, the little remix.
That's
Like
big.
if you're the only Latino artist on a R&B album, you made it. Like
That's big. Yeah.
that's big. Speaking of the Party album, heard that shit. We kind of gave Thursday night we finished recording. It came out. I listened to it. I'm a huge Party Next Door fan. I loved the album. Thought it was very good.
Better than Weekends.
I thought it was way better than the
Hell
Weeknd's.
yeah, boy.
Thought it was way better
Way
than the
better than
Weeknd's.
fucking Weekend, bro.
The Weeknd just doesn't give it the same as he used to.
He's not giving it his all.
Yeah.
He got different muses.
Party's album. Some of the tracks did sound a little old, like maybe like a year or two old. I know
Yeah.
that sound's been coming for a while, but that shit was fire.
That's the sound I like though. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely liked it. I know y'all just listened to it, so I mean, what did y'all think?
Honestly, I rock with that joint. That joint was
It
it
don't
was, it
smooth.
was very smooth.
Yeah.
It didn't seem too out of his element. He wasn't really reaching too much. But he also wasn't like necessarily staying comfortable. Like you could tell he gave effort.
Yeah,
So yeah, I fuck with the project overall.
yeah. I was talking to Omar yesterday. He loves Party. Nigga loves Canadian artists in general. He was saying he thinks it's Party's second best album, his first being the best. I gotta give it a few more listens before I rank it, but
Yeah.
I thought that joint was pretty
I
good.
can't rank it off the first listen.
Yeah, I'll probably get back to that in a few weeks. But definitely thought it was good. It was nice to hear my baby girl Robin Fenty, singing. Shout out, baby. I'll be home soon.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be home soon.
What's wrong with you?
Soon. Shit. Besides that, music wise, Weeknd's album did go #1. That came out today. He sold like 444,000 copies, the most this year so far. But we knew
Won't
that was gonna
last.
happen.
It
That
won't
nigga got
last.
all the white people
It won't
behind him.
last. With
Yeah.
everybody being on social media and like talking to their fans and all that type of shit, like seeing people put out albums right now, it kind of levels the playing field to me. Like everybody's on even ground right now.
And there's no club plays.
Yeah,
A lot of people get that money from the club.
Exactly.
There's no club plays right now, so you got to actually put out good music.
Yeah.
Cuz I'm just sitting at the crib,
Yeah. And
So
that's what's crazy about it, is because
Yeah.
like you expect, like, all right, well, if he dropped, it's gonna be this crazy. But like now, because everybody's still stuck in the same place, everybody's been more interactive. So like, you gotta understand, any interaction with your fans is gonna get you more fans, type shit. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? So like, and then positive energy always spreads. So if you out here like I said the other week, Will Smith was talking to his people. You got Tory Lanez doing his job. You see Joe Budden popping up every now and then. You see other artists like doing their own shit. Gunna, Lil Baby. I saw one of them smoking. I always get them confused. But yeah, man. Like it makes me wonder like who's gonna really be the
do y'all follow that one hip hop show? It's I-95, bars on I-95.
Yeah, I saw the cipher.
Yeah, you watched some ciphers?
Yeah.
All right, you watched that joint?
One of the niggas I know is
My nigga Air was on that joint.
Tyler Arrow.
Yeah.
Aerospace.
Tyler Righteous.
It's about aerospace.
Nah, this dude Aries in 757, but he was on that joint. That's why I went on there and I watched it for like 2 hours.
We might be talking about the same dude.
Maybe.
Black, right?
Yeah, he's black.
Kind of weird.
He has dreads.
Nope.
All right, different dude. Hey, but what's his name though? I'm gonna check him out.
Aerospace.
I thought you were talking about Tyler Righteous.
Yeah, well, no, I did see Tyler Righteous on the episode that I saw on I-95.
But yeah, shout out that show. That shit. I actually followed them. I was watching his YouTube channel. That shit's good.
Yeah.
And he has all the better. I saw Sue Surf had a joint on there. Chess was on there. Hitman was on there.
It's smooth, bro. It looks like a nice setup. Like you get to showcase what you got. It feels like some almost TV type shit, like some TRL type shit almost.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
It looks real nice.
Yeah,
James, you got one more time to cough, bro. I'm not trying to catch that Rona,
What's
bro.
up, man? What you gonna do about it?
We already got it.
Well,
so.
you at least
You already
cover
got it.
up. You can't just.
We
be
shared a
coughing
drink
everywhere.
earlier.
You got
OTS
my drink
podcast.
right here. You got the cold.
We are
Live from the hospital.
We are no longer accepting guests. We all have coronavirus, so
Yeah, we're actually quarantining. So
Nah, man, this shit got me puffing. Hey, Puff Bars, sponsor me, please.
Nice
These shit's
excuse.
fire. Hey, Tangerine Ice.
oh, that's
I fuck with
those
it.
are jokes I got you hip to.
Yeah.
Watermelon ice.
I didn't know it was
Yeah,
Puff
they're
Bars.
good.
Yeah, this shit's good.
That shit good,
Yeah, suck my dick.
yeah. All right.
have y'all been watching any of the celebrity lives besides like
Oh, you see the Boosie's joint?
Of course.
Yeah,
Hey, put your meat out right here. I'll give you $1,000.
put your pussy on Instagram live. I'll give you $1,000.
bro. I'll give you. Hey, come here. Hey, I got.
$10?
Hey,
What's
10.
supposed to do with that?
Hey,
Show your dick.
Whip your dick out right here.
Show your dick.
$10 is more than you
Hey,
made the past
hey,
week.
Hey, show your dick.
Actually, it's not.
Show your dick. Show your dick. Show your dick.
I had a couple
Show
bitches
your
cash
dick.
at me. Anyways,
Psych.
I need this shit.
Hey yo, it's hard times out here.
Damn, I'm kind of mad I touched that. It might be.
Nah.
That money might have corona too.
Yeah, I might.
Hey, chill
This
out.
nigga in front of the camera, relax. Nigga, that's like $40.
Had an ass.
Oh shit.
Boy. Shit, what was that? IG Live.
Yeah, James,
Tory
what about you?
Lanez,
I know you be watching some weird
Lil
shit on IG.
Boosie,
Nah, it's just that hentai, man.
With a little beat battles. Chill out.
Yeah,
I haven't really been on social media since the whole quarantine thing.
yeah, because you got a fucking girl. Must be nice.
We did.
What have y'all been doing?
Yo, she look.
She been doing what?
She means a lot to me, but I had to watch that Tiger King shit for like 7 hours.
What is that? I keep hearing about it.
All right, look. Basically, the whole premise of it is this guy named Joe Exotic. He actually ran for president.
Is this a show or a movie?
It's a
or-
show. So it's like a documentary. Basically, it's about this guy. His name's Joe Exotic. He's from Oklahoma.
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 Oklahoma. Oklahoma, man. He is this gay redneck Oklahoman
So,
that
so he
ran.
likes dick.
So he ran this big cat zoo, like tigers, lions, all that shit, basically. And like, there's a lot of, it talked about a lot of illegal shit behind it too. You know, he would sell it like cubs and shit to like other zoos, like
Those are
even
my
like
favorite
legitimate
animals, man.
ones
That's
too.
crazy.
You know, but a big premise of it was there's one of the women that like was working against him, like as like an activist, quote unquote.
Yeah.
She was suspected of killing her husband and feeding him to tigers, and there was no evidence because he was trying to get a divorce from her, but he was a millionaire, and she was trying to get all that money, basically, right?
So, what, she cut
So
his ass and threw him in the
suspected, she was
cage?
suspected for like chopping him up and feeding him to like a bunch of different tigers because apparently the acidity of their stomach is so strong that it can like digest bones and all that shit. So even if anything did come out, it wouldn't be like
evidence.
yeah, it
looked
wouldn't be
like
evidence
shit, yeah.
basically. It wasn't ever it was
You
it
didn't
was
eat
never
bones and
proved,
shit all
so
the
she
time.
like still tried to file a bunch of other lawsuits. Basically, it was 7 hours long. It was like 6 hours long, 6 episodes. And it should have been hour and a half because I watched too much of it. Now,
See, I love Big Cat, so I kind of want to watch it now. But
I love big cats too. My last name in Thai means like tiger of wisdom, basically, or
Word.
tiger of
I fuck
prosperity.
with you even more,
So-
bro. That's crazy.
That's my favorite animal. But
Have y'all been watching
Fuck that
like
show.
Ozark or like the All American show? There's been a bunch of shit on social media about those.
I just watched that the platform shit,
What?
the Netflix movie. You
Uh-huh.
know what I'm talking about?
Not him.
Y'all need to watch it. It's kind of funky because I think it was originally like
It stinks?
it was originally in Spanish, but they dubbed it in English. But they also have subtitles that don't match.
Yeah.
So just watch it without the subtitles, basically. But it's about like a futuristic prison. People go to it, and it's like 200 levels, and they start giving out food at the top level, and this platform goes all the way
yeah,
down
you told
and
about this
doesn't no food makes it to the bottom level.
Yeah.
And people start eating each other, like their cellmates and shit like that. It's real fucked up. Y'all would actually
What's it
fuck with
called?
a lot. The platform.
I'm gonna watch that.
Watch it tonight.
for
Yeah,
sure.
I will. But speaking of movies, what do y'all be watching like when y'all with your significant others? I know Darian had some company the other day when we last talked to you.
She actually didn't come over.
Oh,
Yeah, but anyways,
you're very light in the chat, so I thought you was busy stroking it down.
yeah, I was watching the hub. But
It's negatory, chief.
things that I like watching with a female that I'm trying to fornicate with. A horrible
insert.
movie, so we turn that shit off so I can fuck your guts out. That's pretty much it. Movie I watch with someone I actually like, typically a thriller. Get the heart racing.
Yeah.
With a good sex scene in the middle so we can press pause so I can get the slurp slurp.
You press pause,
Yeah, if a sex scene comes on with my girl, we're fucking right then. Y'all know. Yeah,
but the movie don't stop.
Yeah.
I'm watching the movie.
I watched-
What you talking about? I'm getting ahead and watching the
You gotta
movie.
you gotta go through the whole movie, and then the ideas planted. Then right after. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you normally gotta watch the movie.
but if it's like a fucked up movie with like a rape scene, no sex, it's dead.
Oh no! If,
It's
it's,
like,
if
yeah.
it's a scary movie,
We're not fucking
We're probably
now.
fucking within the first 5 minutes.
I fucked up.
If it's a horror movie, because like
Yeah.
you're not gonna
Yeah.
see the scary shit. Like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to fuck.
And the
Pat-
plot doesn't matter, so.
Past few nights we watched Us, the Jordan Peele movie. Then we watched.
Brooke
you
didn't like
feel?
us, did she?
No, she liked it.
Oh,
How'd you feel
yeah.
for my people?
What's up?
How'd you feel for my people?
Us?
Yeah, us.
What about
not,
it?
Not us, but us.
Like the movie?
Like my people.
Did you watch the same movie? What are you talking about?
Black people.
It was a black family. Yeah, that shit was fucked up.
Oh, okay.
But we watched Quiet Place, and then I fucked up the other night. Watched Interstellar.
That's my fucking movie.
I love
Yeah,
them.
same.
I love
we
them.
all do.
space
We all
movies,
do.
dog.
I love that
My
movie.
nigga went to a black hole.
My
bro.
man-
Jordan, you seen it too, right?
Yeah.
Bruh,
Yeah, that
that's
shit
my
low-key
You cry?
sad,
That
too.
shit make me
Yo,
cry.
when homie tried to
cry.
kill that nigga on the ice planet, I was like, "Are you fucking
Yeah,
dick?"
man.
Matt
I
Damon's
would
head
have,
ass.
Yo,
milked
he was
that
trying
nigga,
to-
dog. I would have killed his ass.
Cause he
I
was
would've
trying to go
broke
home.
His shit wide open. He would have
Oh, my
suffocated in front of
God.
me in my hands, dog.
That
I would have
shit.
killed that.
That
nigga.
shit's a very like. I don't want to say smart movie, but there's definitely a lot of detail to that movie.
No, he did a lot of research.
It's
man.
a lot of
Yeah.
on
Neil deGrasse
dimensions.
Tyson-
it's Michael Bay, right?
You have to understand
No.
that, like physics.
Christopher Nolan.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, no,
You
my
have,
bad.
to understand physics that like even have like a grasp on what
Neil-
they're trying to get at in the movie.
Neil deGrasse Tyson did a lot of like advisement for that movie as well. Actually,
How much do you trust Neil deGrasse Tyson? Because honestly, I'd be looking at him like, man,
he's a
shut
fairly
the fuck up.
respected physicist. He has a lot of credentials.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I mean,
but
the way he
I be
presents it-
getting this vibe from him like, shut the
Well,
fuck up.
the way he presents it is like he like. Well, I think why he's so famous is because he's like appeals to a lot of people through his like he's fairly charismatic and tries to
he's
play
black.
like put a lot of comedy into it as well.
yeah.
And I like his like thing on Hot Ones as well. I actually have one of his books in here. That kind of like it's kind of like physics for dummies, astrophysics for dummies.
Oh, I have that book too.
But it's definitely a movie that you got to like pay attention to. You know what I mean? You can't like be on
Yeah,
your phone
you
at the same
can't
time.
just- yeah.
Which she was, so she didn't like it that much.
Oh, word? No,
Yeah.
you gotta watch the whole movie because
That shit's heart wrenching. I was bawling, crying
All
in the
for
theaters.
his-
Because like
all
her
for
dad
his
knows.
daughter,
Yeah.
bruh.
Yeah.
All for his fucking
Because
daughter.
all
like
for his
imagine
baby girl.
imagine all of a sudden like you go off like say you go off like get deployed, but for some reason you're in some hyperbolic time chamber. So now Haley is like 40 years
adult.
old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That shit's crazy.
And you're missing the whole time. He's missing her grow up, and then she doesn't respond to him, and then she responds. She's an adult, same age as him, and he's like,
he went back to the past, and she been talking to him the whole time. It's crazy.
Yeah.
He was her ghost.
Yeah, we ain't trying to spoil the movie
Hey.
for you, but hey, we
Hey.
did.
Bro, I got
It's lit.
that
I got teary eyed, man.
that shit's sad. That shit
Yeah,
is so
especially when she
sad.
started walking away. He was like, "No, come back,
Stay.
come back." And he was trying to. He knocked the book off the show. I was like,
Yeah.
"My nigga, yeah."
Then he comes out and she's like on her deathbed, right?
Yeah, she's like
She's older than him.
she was like
Yeah.
100 some odd
He was
years old.
he was like maybe a year or two older than when he left, and she had grown all. She had lived her whole life
Yeah,
trying to get him back.
crazy.
And then the world was a fucking like toilet paper cone. Like that shit was crazy.
Yeah,
dog.
because she saw the equation for
the
gravity.
whole cylinder. Yeah.
Hey, spoiler alert! I know it's a little late now.
Yeah. That movie's good as fuck though.
Yeah.
Do y'all like watching movies where like you with your girl and that shit like starts to make you cry? You hold it back or you let the tears drop?
I know y'all. I don't mind crying for real. Like if it's really that touching.
Healthy.
Like I like love movies and shit and romance movies. I like one of my favorite movies is Water for Elephants, which is
I've never seen that actually.
it's
Yeah.
it's a
either.
great movie to watch with your significant other.
I'm not hip.
Water for Elephants is great.
Do y'all fuck with rom coms?
I do as long as they're not terribly corny. I like some corny. I don't like OD corny.
There's two that I like a lot. You ever see Crazy Stupid Love?
Oh, with Adam Sandler.
Heard of
Yeah.
it.
Sounds
Never seen it.
Yeah. No, not Adam Sandler.
Wait, no,
it's fucking
Oh,
Steve Carell.
Steve Carell. Yeah.
Steve Carell, like Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone.
Oh, that's my shit.
Yeah,
with
that
Emma
shit.
Stone.
That shit's actually very funny as well.
If I can step back real quick, I know we were talking about Interstellar. Have y'all seen Gravity?
No, it's very similar though, kind of,
Bro,
right?
Gravity's like is about the astronaut who
Yeah, I've
gets
seen
lost-
Gravity.
Who's
She
in
gets
that?
lost in space.
I'm
I'm not big on.
the
I'm
girl
not
from
good
Pretty
at
Woman.
actors.
White
Like
girl.
Jessica Alba or nothing like that.
I narrowed it down.
I don't know,
From Freedom Riders too.
bruh.
Look it up.
Bruh, the basis of the story,
From
astronaut.
She's in Blindside
It's
too.
your worst fear as an astronaut.
Oh, Sandra Bullock.
Oh,
Yeah,
Sandra
Sandra
Bullock.
Bullock, yeah.
It's your worst fear as an astronaut. You get like some shit, wild shit happens. You start drifting off into space. Bro.
Okay,
shit
yeah.
is crazy. It's a great movie. I ain't gonna.
I used to before I watched
gonna spoil it
Interstellar.
for
I
you,
used
but
to
it's great.
confuse them with two.
I'm not really good at actors and actors' names. So
Yeah.
I just be watching shit. Personally.
Yeah,
But my bad. Yeah, go back to your rom com.
Nah, but the other rom com I like a lot, mainly, like predominantly because it featured like almost all Asian casts. But Always Be My Maybe. It's a Netflix movie as well. It stars the guy. You ever see?
I've seen the thumbnail for it. I never
Yeah.
actually watched it.
Yeah.
That shit. Damn. Fuck this piss. Can't do.
Watch out.
I'm serious about that movie.
Hey, this
What?
nigga out here running. He
That
doing
movie.
laps.
That movie made Lizzo the artist she is.
How so?
Cause that opening scene with the Hispanic girl and they're singing the song, and it's her hit song. That shit made her song go to #1.
Truth Hurts.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because remember the opening scene?
Yeah, that makes
and they're
sense.
dancing to it. That made that shit popular. So Lizzo owes them niggas money because that made that song blow up.
Yeah.
Because I remember I watched that movie, and like 3 weeks later, that was like all over Twitter. That was like the hottest song.
Yeah.
So Lizzo owes
I
them
fuck,
niggas
I
money.
fuck with that movie.
Yeah.
Now it features. You ever seen The Interview?
Oh yeah,
I keep hearing about how funny
that's
that
the
shit
Google
is.
joint, right? With the
With the it's with Seth Rogen and James Franco.
Hey, anything with Seth Rogen is like
That's the
that.
social network that you're thinking about. Facebook.
oh yeah.
The one
Interview-
with Seth
no, I
Rogen,
have
James
seen-
Franco.
Isn't the interview
North
that
Korean one?
the movie that Kim
Yeah.
Jong Un thought was like mad disrespectful?
Basically, it's like a comedy.
Yeah.
So the guy that plays Kim Jong Un in that stars as the lead role, and then Ali Wong was just like an Asian comedian.
Right.
She plays like the female protagonist.
Right.
It's basically a movie about like two people that try to like date when they were kids.
If I
that
can,
went off their different ways
I
and
haven't
then
seen
came
it in a
back.
long time though.
If I can ask this,
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you can answer it, but do Asian actors and actresses who portray the culture a certain way, say like in the movie, in the interview, what type of backlash do they see amongst like their own nation? Like, are they
So
not ridiculed harshly
Randall-
or
Randall Park
sellouts?
is, if I'm not mistaken, South Korean,
Okay.
and he's playing a very dramatized version of the North Korean dictator, which is still in power, Kim
crazy.
Jong Un. So
Crazy
made
as
him
fuck.
like imagine we have us having a world leader and portraying them as like like in another country, they portray our world leader as someone as crazy as Donald Trump,
Some
which is
redneck
crazy because
hillbilly.
he is actually like our
Crazy.
world leader or
Yeah.
our country's leader.
But we would see it as disrespectful because like don't portray us as anything.
So North Korea,
Yeah.
when that movie came out, that's when they started making like nuclear threats and stuff, which obviously nothing ever happened.
Right.
But
I still think it could,
So
bro.
that-
Especially right now with everybody staying home. Like this, I know what I'm gonna shut
That's
up.
'cause
I'm gonna shut up. Nah,
just-
nah.
we're not
we
getting
good.
into the politics of that. And
Yeah,
that'll never
I ain't
happen. in
gonna
my
put
opinion.
give nobody ideas.
But,
Best believe if I was your enemy and I, had like leadership,
everybody else in the Asian community from every other country, no, we're not. What the fuck are we gonna say? North Korea is obviously crazy. NSA, I know you're listening, so it's okay. But but if say Thailand actually had an incident when YouTube first started out, where some country made videos making fun of the king of Thailand. And that actually spurred a lot of censorship videos within Thailand on YouTube when it first came out on the internet.
Shit,
Now it's it's been changed up.
a YouTube video. Some people would argue that was the whole reason why. And Omar's gonna kill me when he hears this too, because I'm not saying the actual name. Why a lot of uprisings in the Middle East happened, including Libya, which is we watched the Benghazi movie earlier today. Well, I did.
yeah.
But a lot of people think that the YouTube videos of like protests and of like people getting murdered are the reason why a lot of it was like something spring. I can't remember the name, but that's the reason why a lot of stuff in the Middle East. There was like a 5-year period where there was a bunch of civil wars.
yeah,
That's they all blamed it on YouTube videos.
there's a lot of upheaval out there, bro.
Yeah, so I didn't know that was in Thailand. So that's actually interesting to know.
Yeah, so Thailand for a while, they didn't censor like heavily across the entire internet, but they censored heavily a lot of things like that pertain to like ridiculing the king. And I know like
Which is forbidden.
yeah, so you
Should
can't talk
be.
shit about the king at all. And then, but it's not as crazy or like as heavy as like say like China. Like China, I think they have a very heavily censored version of YouTube. They have fairly limited use of Instagram, and I think they had their own version of Facebook for a while.
And I
as
think
well,
that's
if I'm not
because
mistaken.
there's a major distinct between a monarchy and a dictatorship. Right?
yeah. Well,
Or a
China
communist,
doesn't have
communist leader.
China doesn't have like a king or anything as well.
Right.
So yeah.
They have a
They
president.
have a prime minister, if I'm not mistaken. Or do
They
they have a
have a
president?
president.
They have a president.
Yeah.
Okay.
President.
Yeah. So
It's
Thailand.
it's not elected. Like it's all rigged, but it's
Yeah.
president.
I mean,
Just like
Thailand.
us.
Thailand. They have a king, but then they also have a prime minister.
Okay. Who's like a secretary, like a
So
vice
it's
president?
similar. It's similar to like
Is it-
Britain, England.
Well,
They
but,
have
but
prime
Britain, their monarch is just a novelty, right?
Same
is it the same way in
same
Thailand.
as Thailand.
Okay.
What do you mean a novelty?
Like the queen has no real power; she's just like a figure.
But
Really?
people have
Yeah.
heavy respect.
But people
for,
respect her. They're not gonna like,
Like, oh, that's a queen.
if she says
So that's
a
something,
king.
if she says something that can set the agenda for the country.
Yeah.
Still, she has
But
power.
she
Doesn't have actual power.
yeah, she can't.
be
just
like,
make it happen.
the prime minister of England has coronavirus, right?
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, Boris Johnson. He has.
So
What does that mean for England?
So does Prince Charles.
That's not good. If Donald Trump had coronavirus, we're getting into a war.
Civil War?
No, I think we'll get attacked by another country. For sure.
Simply because our leader is weakened.
Yep.
Uh,
So even if you did, we never know.
Kings, leaders, they're all symbols.
It makes you
Alright.
look weak.
yeah, I mean for sure, yeah.
That's why. I mean, that's why so.
It's
many
like being a
countries-
mobster or some shit.
So that's why so many countries, like China, when the outbreak first started happening in November, they definitely heavily censored how like serious the issue was, and that's why like, the WHO has such a major like.
That's
issue
why they
with
only
them
had
now.
80,000 cases. In U.S. right now is 140,000.
The who?
Yes, the WHO.
How do we have more cases than the place it started? It makes no sense.
Because we were lying about
Yeah.
how it got here and
Yeah.
when it got here.
I mean, that's why we haven't really heard too much about Russia, because they, I would think that they would probably hide and.
North Korea's-
the
North
Iron
Korea's-
Curtain looking kind of thick.
North Korea is executing people that have it, so that's just not going to spread.
I mean, that's not anything new. They execute people left and right.
Do y'all think? I mean, not to be like insensitive, but do y'all think that's a viable way to stop a virus of this
Not because this virus.
apparent capacity?
Not trying to be insensitive, but the average age of death is around 72 for the entire world. If the average age of death was in the 30s, 20s, 40s, and people were just getting murdered, I get it, I die, sure.
It'd probably be some anarchy out here.
Yeah, but if it's
Because the elderly,
if it's mild
yeah.
symptoms and elderly
Well,
are dying, it's different.
To make attributions, like people with old age generally have weaker immune systems as well. So you have
Yeah,
to look at
of
that
course.
because people that are younger that have excuse me, that have weaker immune systems, that's
or
where
compromised.
yeah, that's
Like, say
that's
you have
where
an illness.
yeah, that's where like it's gonna be more prominent. Which I mean, I was kind of thinking about it today. Like, I feel like a lot of media, especially social media, it's kind of making it out like, oh, like we're all gonna be fine. It's just gonna be people that are elderly that are gonna pass away. But that makes me feel, sad for. I mean, I'm sure we all have people that are older in our families. Like my parents, they're like 55 and up.
But not even
Like-
them, like other people already in the hospital who
Yeah.
have their own issues. And then not only that, like
The not to cut you off, to
You
piggyback, actually, the main issue with the coronavirus is the fact that they weren't expecting this heavy influx of people into the hospital. So therefore, say all four of us go in the emergency room right now.
Mm-hmm.
Say me, I had asthma when I was a baby, and say I'm like I can't breathe. James can't breathe. Jordan can't breathe. You can't breathe. They already are dealing with people with the flu. They're already dealing with people with just regular illness. We all four come in. They're probably going to treat us four. But if 4 more people come in, then 4 more, then 4 more, it's like, fuck, we don't have enough beds.
Yeah.
So then it's like how fast you get treated.
Yeah.
They're not prepared.
Yeah.
If we were prepared,
we're following procedures.
in January, if we knew it would be this bad, people would not be dying right now.
Yeah.
Some people would still
everybody would have a mask.
Everybody would have a mask. Everybody would have ventilators, But it's the fact that you don't know. It's kind of like it's a restaurant. Think about a restaurant. If I know it's Valentine's Day, I know I need to have 15 servers on, 4 bartenders, all the managers, all the food runners, everybody. But if it's a random, and we've all worked shifts like this, if it's a random Monday, and for some reason, kids are out of school, it's raining outside, but we're doing some special we didn't know about.
July 4th.
July 4th.
And we start, and 1,000 people come through the door. It's like, what the fuck can we do? We can't serve all you guys food. Now, if we're prepared, we probably could, but we're not prepared. So we're scrambling, we're making mistakes, blah, blah, blah.
So how viable is the idea of if you were a leader of a nation, how viable to protect the people who aren't infected is it to kill off those who are? It's almost like a
very-
pre-zombie epidemic type shit. Like
That is very extreme.
Very
That's
extreme.
Why
No,
only
I'm
North
ask- no,
Korea
I'm
has
asking-
done that.
Hey
I'm
guys,
asking-
we did say we weren't going to talk about coronavirus today, but
Look, we are nearing our the last minute of what we're going to talk about.
I'm
this.
asking in the sense of to think outside of the self
is right.
of a civilian, to think as the leader of the country. Like, all right, would you? Because they think about things a little differently. They have a lot more dynamic than we do, or a different dynamic more so.
In America, it would never work because of what we're founded on.
Oh no, that's crazy. Yeah, I think
Other
killing people
countries,
for any reason is
crazy.
crazy. Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that's what we're doing. America is like, no.
Cause yeah, what if they don't have the hospitals and stuff that we have to
Yeah.
house all those people? Like, what else are they supposed to do? Let people just walk around sick? They probably going to off them. They can't quarantine them all because people don't like being told where to stay. Like, look at us. Motherfuckers don't like being
Yeah.
told to stay in the house.
Yeah, we did get Chipotle earlier.
You know what I mean? Like, motherfuckers can do whatever they want to, whenever they feel like doing it, until somebody stops them. And in certain countries, like, they don't play when they stop you. They take your life. So how do we feel about that? Like, do we think that's inhumane? Do we think that's situational?
Yeah,
And
situational. I think
you
it
have to do
depends.
what you have to do for your people, or
If it was like some shit where it was like zombie, like we're being extreme, but it was like, oh shit, people are going crazy.
I
eating-
think this shit could
Yeah.
lead to zombies, bro.
if it's like that, then yeah.
I might be fried, but this shit could lead to zombies, bro. Think about it. Like, this is an
Goddamn.
unknown virus that seems to keep fucking adjusting and adapting and still moving on.
We're in the fourth quarter. Cheers.
OTS shit.
You're back out here. Huh. Yeah. Back at it again.
Dion, I don't think that America will be killing anyone, but I could see it happening.
Hey, I do want to bring back your martial law statement, though, about how it couldn't happen. Some states have enacted. I know you said you could have acts that resemble martial law, but because we're a democracy, we can't have martial law. But I want you to go over that one more time just to explain how
Oh, so
martial law won't be
So the thing about-
possible.
the thing
Because
about
I
the
think
US
I think it's very possible.
So the thing about the U.S. and every person in this room and probably everybody listening, and we don't even realize we feel this way because we were born into
Yeah.
this, is even if martial law did happen, it wouldn't last in our country because we, like me, I truly believe I can do whatever the fuck I want. I'm sure you guys feel the same.
Hell yeah.
A lot of Americans feel that way.
Hell
I
yeah.
fear. I fear very few people. I fear my dad, and that's probably it in this world. So if I only fear my father, who is to tell me what I can and can't do no matter what? And that's that's like an American way of thinking. It's very arrogant, very like, it's just American. So if niggas are out here with guns telling us, oh, get in your house, blah, 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 niggas are going to get guns and then shoot them. Like, people are going to, that's what our country was founded on. So
You beat by your father?
my dad did hit me, correct.
Is that why you fear him?
I don't think he beat me, though. Nah, I respect my dad. And
You fear out of respect.
yeah, it's like,
Okay,
I don't know, I just wouldn't, I wouldn't take it to a certain level with my dad. I would be like, all right, shut the fuck up. He's probably the only person like that. Definitely, actually.
Word. Okay.
Everyone else, I'm with the shits. So it's kind of like, I feel like most Americans feel that way. So that's why I feel like even if martial law did happen here, it's not going to last long. Not in our country. Our country's too big, too.
But the amount of damage martial law could do if the government were to start acting like a police state, that'd be crazy. Just because the amount of people who are unknowledgeable about or ignorant towards weapons, who don't own weapons, the suddenness of all of this, like, conspiracies have been around for who knows how long, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yet we continue to think of them as conspiracies rather than possible ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And some people do, and they react, and they get ready, and they stock up their whole lives, and they got whole TV shows about motherfuckers who are planning for the end of the world. But then you have people like, per se, us, who are just in the middle of the mix and just like, you just get hit with reality all of a sudden. And what if motherfuckers just start patrolling the streets all of a sudden, like, and we can't do our next Sunday podcast? You know what I mean? Like, what if shit just gets that thick out the cut? Motherfuckers just get deployed to the streets and like, nah. If anybody steps out their house and they're not going to no grocery store or to do nothing like important, like, nah. Either end them or put them back in their house. You know what I mean? Like, that'd be wild. But
That would be some wild shit.
But I think it's possible though.
They could. I mean, yeah. I mean,
Because think about it, our death rate continues to climb higher and higher. We become, like I said, like you said, we're not supposed to talk about Corona, but our death rate continues to climb higher and higher. Who's to say we won't have to be the ones to stop it? Because I feel like we're one of the most ignorant countries in the world as far as when things are very important. Like, we kind of just let shit slide by or wait till it's too late until we start getting affected. Like most of the world. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't know, bro. This shit just seems like it's heavier to me. It got more weight behind it, like, than what we're seeing right now.
And we have officially reached the end of our coronavirus topic. Fuck this shit. I'm still unemployed.
All right, well, you need to stop.
This is similar to
stop
coronavirus.
Coughing and
Similar to coronavirus, but
Achoo.
a little different. So, I'm day 14, and 14 is important because
I'm on 14 too.
in 7 days will be 21.
Day
A
7.
lot of people say that it takes 21 days to end or
Pretty sure
start.
it's 30 days.
What?
I'm pretty sure it's 30.
It's 21.
No, to end or start a habit. It's 21.
Are y'all sure?
3 weeks.
21.
Yeah,
21. 21 Savage.
I'd rather look that up. I don't know
It's
why.
21 days.
I'm pretty sure it's
That's like the
Yeah,
quote unquote
pretty sure it's 3
standard.
months.
yeah, the average.
A month is like a.
To form a habit.
Yeah,
To form a
to
routine
habit,
is
yeah.
longer.
Yeah. So a habit.
What's the habit? What's the difference between a habit and a routine?
Well,
Habit
about to get
is
into that, let me
short-term,
introduce the
routine is
topic.
Oh, sorry.
All right, so 21 days to develop or end a habit. We're 7 days from that. What are some new habitual things you've seen yourself doing every day that have been out of the ordinary from your routine? Now, of course, we're not going to work. We're not waking up going to work. So, what do you think? What are some positive and negatives to your day-to-day habits that you're doing that might turn into routines if this goes on for a few months?
For a few months, man. I mean,
good.
Thank you.
It should taste like a Tic Tac.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think
Anyways.
the biggest thing that, again, like, human nature is routine. We have night, we have day. Once you start taking that away, that's why, like, torture, is so psychologically, like, detrimental to the human psyche.
Ineffective.
Because if you put a person in a fucking, like, room, 4 walls, no windows, like, that starts to
Lose
take away
sense
with
of
you.
time, yeah.
But not to get into that, but like right now, like one big thing that has been taken
time
out
don't
of
fucking
our
exist.
routine is like work. Like we don't have any jobs. Most of us, at least, 3.3 million of the U.S. Small number. That's been taken away from us. So now we've been sitting at home. We have no income coming in. But I mean, like on the positive notes, like I mean, like for me and for us, for example, like I know like my house has been pretty clean.
Yep.
I have nothing to do but to organize. I've gotten the time to like get to projects that I've been meaning to like get done. Like for example, I put together the desktop TC that I'm meaning to fix forever for like almost a year now. That is now helping us record.
I think you've
video.
been saying that since day one we started the podcast. Like,
Yeah,
I'm getting my
basically.
desktop fixed.
So yeah, I'm gonna get my
Yeah.
desktop fixed. Finally, it's fixed because it took me 3 days, but you know whatever. Random shit out around the house.
Which that's definitely a benefit. It's like, all right,
Yeah.
I'm getting shit done. You know, I feel like right now is a good time to get that shit done. So when you go back to work, it's like,
Yeah.
oh damn, I got like all my mundane tasks out of the way.
Yeah.
Let me like get back. I'm grinding.
I have more of a consistent workout routine right now that I've had for like 3 months, even with the gym membership and everything like that. Like I've just been working out at home, and honestly, like you don't need a gym to get in shape. You can do burpees till you fucking puke.
And I'm sure you've been eating healthier.
No, I have not.
Oh, I have.
I have not.
A lot of people forget like your environment acutes to, or it bothers how you react to life and what you do throughout your day. So like if you have a dirty ass house, you're gonna probably sit around and just lay around
Yeah.
and not do nothing. Whereas if your room is clean, your closet is organized, everything seems orderly, you're gonna live accordingly. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I know for me, the moment I start getting stressed out, the first thing that shows is my room. Like
Yeah.
I have clothes all over the floor.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or,
And
you
that
know,
builds more stress
yeah,
upon
I
that
just be
because
throwing-
now it's like,
yeah.
oh shit, now my place is dirty.
yeah, now I'm just waking up like whatever. Like, I'll just get to it later, and then it just continues to build. You have to step back, and this is the time to do that. Like step
One-
back
Yeah.
and recollect yourself, like rebuild yourself, like for real.
I think one thing that I've kind of thought about, not necessarily that's something that's been like affecting me heavily at all, but thinking about how this might affect dating for people in general. Because I've seen a lot of jokes on Twitter. It's like, oh yeah, like I just slid
I
in
know
her
Hinge is popping.
It's like I just like slid in her DMs like for a date in like July, when like shit cools down and stuff like that. But like on a personal level, like I'm in a fairly new relationship, but we have a pretty like deep connection in my opinion. But like
that's
it's kind of like a
Are
weird,
y'all official? Or
really beneficial, yeah.
okay, I didn't know if we like just threw that time.
No, yeah.
This nigga made it official on the pod. He didn't realize it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
No, I
yeah,
mean,
but
I was official before that.
we all know it's not official until she says yeah. Like you know what I mean?
But fucking, like,
Alright.
kind of like reflecting upon the situation, like right now, like we're quarantined together, like unofficially, like she's
Quarantine.
yeah, she's like unofficially like moved in, like but we have nothing to do. You know what I mean? Like right now would be the time. Like okay, I'd be like, oh, let's go grab drinks here. Let's go get dinner there, or let's go do this thing. Let's go see like a
Go
movie.
for a
Let's
walk.
let's go see like a show or something like that. But now it's just like okay, we can watch this show. Maybe we can go for a hike down in Shenandoah like this upcoming week or something like that.
Y'all can write
I've been thinking
poetry
about-
together.
I've been thinking about like driving her up to Buffalo so she could see her fucking cat. Just because I mean I have nothing else to do right now, and also why the fuck not?
So
You know
I
what I
stay
mean?
in the house,
It's just
right,
it's but that makes me think of like other people that say are either in relationships. Like I went to Target the other day, man, like yesterday, and fucking all the board games are cleared
I
out.
love Target.
Bro, we know you love Target. Bro, I couldn't find Jenga. I couldn't find Monopoly. I couldn't find fucking Life. Like, I couldn't find
I
anything.
want sorry.
Everyone's trying to have.
I couldn't find Sorry
Bruh,
either, man.
If I
All
got
that shit
sorry,
sold
if
out.
I got sorry, I'm bringing it over here. I'm whooping
Bro,
your ass.
everyone's trying to have game nights now.
Bro, dead ass. All I have right now is Cards Against Humanity.
I have that. I have
good enough, though.
Jenga.
That-
I
it
have
is fun.
Jenga. I have regular like cards.
Dude, yeah, I couldn't find.
What you trying to do?
At like I was trying to find Jenga, man, and I couldn't find that shit either. All I could find was Giant Jenga. That shit was $70. What the fuck?
You know what that means?
Might as well cut up
You
some
have to come over your
2x4s.
fear of coming over to my house.
Anyways,
Yeah.
Well,
Nah.
never. That would never happen, I guess.
nah, but fucking
Pause.
yeah, like I mean, it's
I
kind
don't
of
know.
it's kind of made it's kind of put a halt on like the social aspect of that too, because I mean one of my close friends that I know that isn't sitting in the room right now, like they're like somebody that was supposed to come see them, like their mom didn't let them leave the house because of this whole quarantine thing and social distancing.
How old is
and
the
all
person
that.
that they're talking to?
I mean, they're old enough,
That
but
their
they just
mom
happen to be
has say.
quarantined with their mom. And
Wait, who are you
there's
talking about?
23 or
don't worry about it.
What? That's crazy.
Oh, nigga, you talking about me?
If I'm talking to a
Yes, I'm
girl,
talking about
and if I'm
I
talking
was trying to
to
put you out there.
if
But
I'm talking to a woman whose mom has control over what she does, I'm not talking to her no more. What?
pussy's pussy, man.
No, it's not. Be your
And
what?
I get it when I
stand on
need
your
it.
own. Stand on your own pussy. Stop being sweet. Stand up strong.
But yeah, I mean that's one thing I've thought about.
That's crazy.
Shit, what's the best struggle meal?
Pasta.
Pasta's very cheap. I thought pasta.
Or chicken, rice, and potatoes.
Also all cheap.
Heavy,
When you add a chicken,
Cheap
just rice and
Philly.
eggs.
huh?
You ever just mix rice and eggs together?
Yeah, I do that when I'm hungover.
How struggle are we talking? You just
talking-
some,
alright, like-
some ramen and eggs.
like-
You better
say-
say ramen will go.
Say it's been a
ramen
slow
will go
week at
a
work
long
and
way.
you cook at home generally.
Nah, no work.
No work. Okay, never mind.
Ramen and eggs.
Yeah, ramen and eggs.
Depending on how many eggs you got. 'Cause eggs can go by quick.
Hey, right
One
now,
egg.
Hey, right now, quarantine. You can't find eggs in the store.
Really? I haven't been to a grocery
I
store
found eggs
since
pretty
all
easy.
this
Aldi-
happened.
Aldi
Aldi's
has
has
them.
plenty.
Aldi is
Yeah.
is the fucking.
I live-
best.
Aldi's is the plug right
I
now.
live across the street from our Aldi's and our Harris
Same.
Teeter.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, me and James are at Aldi on Friday.
speaking of Aldi's, those niggas about to get jobs.
I already got a job.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
So you're not just gonna embrace the break, like you're not gonna embrace the time to reflect.
He's
on yourself?
finessing. Let's not let the IRS know.
Why the fuck would I embrace the break? I got.
You're not gonna get unemployment and just enjoy
I can still get
a
unemployment.
lot of time to yourself naturally.
No, I can still
Like-
get unemployment, and I work on my own schedule.
Really?
I already told what I'm doing in the last episode, so I'm not gonna go into it.
All right.
Yeah.
Black
I'm
Air
not
Forces.
making bread. Don't get me wrong,
It
but
sounds like you trying to make some bread, but all
I
right.
am making bread. But I gotta do something like, spend my time. Like I enjoy the time I have to work on my crafts, work on myself. But like, those are things that I want to do.
So how about you
Even if
figure
I
out a
have a
way to
full
make
work
some
schedule.
money that you can be your own boss and pay yourself, rather than
Postmates, my guy.
nah, nigga, come on, bro.
Me and James
No.
been working towards that for a
the
while.
four of us,
We-
y'all telling me
something-
the four of us
something
are not
like
smart
that-
enough. The
Something like that isn't always gonna pay you right away. It's about the long term, and something
So?
that me and Darian have been working on for like 4 years now.
and that we're now all continuing to work on as a group doing this podcast. Y'all ain't
Even before
y'all
the podcast.
ain't in this shit by yourself no more. What you thought?
We're
Nah,
talking.
something
We're not
different.
talking about the podcast.
I
Yeah.
know, and y'all talking about some bigger shit.
This-
but I'm
thi-
talking
no,
about,
no, the podcast is just as big.
I'm saying, I'm
Yeah.
talking about this right here.
That's why we're doing the podcast.
Yeah, this
as
is
much
one
as
thing.
possible.
It's multiple streams.
Right now, this
man.
podcast
Hey,
is my baby.
I smell tiptoes out here, bro. I smell big toes and pinkies out here, bro. Niggas just tiptoeing around the bush. It's cool. We'll have this talk another day.
We've talked about this many times, but it's all good.
You feel what I'm saying, right?
I have.
Nah, you lost.
I
It's
mean,
cool.
no, I'm not lost at all. I mean, I see your point, but
It's cool.
Trust me, me and James.
Just got plans.
Trust me. Right now, what me and James want to do. It's a long-term goal.
It's a 2-man team.
It's not a two-man team,
It's gonna take a lot more.
I'm
than
not
that.
bringing anyone else into the fold until we have this foundation established. And me and James had a conversation this afternoon about some more stuff we're gonna get going soon. Which we had that conversation, right, James?
We did.
So we're gonna do that. We have plenty of time, but it's kind of also one of those things where it's very like special to him and I. So we kind of keep it in. We're gonna bring people in later.
Hey,
But
do
this
your
shit,
thing, man.
it's not.
It's not gonna
Honestly,
be public knowledge for these guys.
I ain't,
right?
Yeah,
I
it's
ain't
not-
nobody,
It's
bro.
not for anyone
You ain't
because
gotta explain
I have
shit to
I have
me.
stuff that I don't even want people to know.
I'm not
except
nobody.
for him right now.
You don't gotta explain. You ain't have to answer none of my questions. You can tell me to fuck off. I'm not nobody.
But this
so.
baby is all of ours, baby, and I need this baby to work too.
I sure hope so.
This baby
bro.
is like
I care about
this baby, a
a
6-month infant just starting to eat whole food. Hopefully, he can start walking soon.
I spent 4 hours trying to get this video shit working today because I've been saying I wanted this shit to work for the past for fucking since before you got on the podcast. This is the shit that I wanted back. We only have 5 shitty fucking
I was
videos.
bound to be here. I was doing my own
Here,
vlogs.
we back.
I was doing my own vlogs, so I was bound to be here. We were all on camera. We just came together.
I'm back in my Asian bag.
Y'all needed.
I'm IT specialist
Y'all needed
of the OTS podcast. I don't want anybody else to ask what I do.
Hey, you
God-
see? Hey,
see what you did?
it wasn't
Talking
me.
all that shit.
Wasn't
Now
me.
it was you. It was
Tongs right
there.
here. You see how that feels when niggas just sit there and watch you
Great
look for the
content.
tongs? I would have grabbed the tongs, but you know what? I realized whenever I drop some shit, it's genuinely on accident. Yes.
Wrap it
Thursday.
up, boys.
Thursday. This shit was fucking hanging sideways. I
Yes,
tapped the shit.
Jordan didn't tighten enough.
I
It's
tapped
okay.
the shit
I
and it
forgive
falls
him.
over. Everybody, Dion dropped the coal. Dion, what the fuck?
Yeah, but it's my house.
The hookah was leaning, nigga.
House rules, man.
If the coal was bound to fall, I just happened to be the guy to touch the hookah.
I didn't blame you.
Hey, here you go. Nah,
Hey,
he was,
you
he was
smelt
with this nigga
it.
Jordan.
You dealt it. Y'all got anything else to add?
Yeah, we about done.
Well,
here.
Oh, you want to talk about that? You want to talk about that Madden shirt, just like for a second?
Oh yeah. So shit. Last topic, real quick for the boys. Madden.
Since we have no sports context.
Because there's no fucking sports.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that shit. Baseball would have started this Thursday.
Yeah, I'd be
Anyway.
rich by now. Fuck you.
So luckily, Madden
Corona.
introduced something new. If you want to continue.
Yeah, Madden. So typically you have to buy this kind of shit, but they're releasing it free rosters to everybody starting tomorrow. Well, tonight at 12. It's all Madden teams for every single team. Going to be best players ever on a team. So for instance, like the Packers, it's going to be Favre, Rodgers, Aaron Jones,
Greg Jennings.
Greg Jennings. Clay Matthews. For the Chargers, it's going to be Philip Rivers, LT, Junior Seau. For Redskins, it's going to be for some reason our QB is like
RG3.
Sammy Bow, then RG3, but whatever.
Sammy Bow was tough.
He was good, but then it'd be Clinton Portis, Sean Taylor, Ravens.
Taylor, yeah.
Ravens going to be.
I think the Ravens are the best team to pick in this type of situation.
Lamar Jackson.
Because Lamar Jackson. Because if you're talking Madden, we're not talking about overall football in person.
But what about Vic?
But in
What
football,
about Vic, nigga?
Lamar is better than Vic.
Vic's a
in
99.
Madden.
Vic's a 99 on Madden. Lamar's a 96.
Vic played for the Ravens.
In the rating. No, Vic for the Falcons.
We're talking about all-time
Niggas
best
talking about
teams.
from the Ravens.
We're talking about the all-time best player at each
Yeah.
position on the team.
Yeah,
Like,
they get their best. They get their best players for every position. So Ravens would be Lamar. The running back was Ray Rice.
Because right now, man, 2020.
Who should be
Lamar,
playing right
Lamar's
now?
better than Vic.
Rice should be playing right
Yeah,
now.
but like in the game, Vic is a 99.
Okay,
Lamar's
so,
a 96.
So they rated him differently than.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, Vic
so
got a
it's-
99. Lamar got a 96.
Y'all feel like Rice got done wrong.
But still, the Falcons don't have like a
Yeah, you're
notoriously
right.
great defense. If you pick the Ravens, you
Nigga,
get
what
Ed
about the-
Reed,
what about the
Ray
Niners?
Lewis, Jamal Lewis.
What about the
Terrell
Lewis is a running back,
Suggs?
but
The
Terrell
Niners'
Suggs-
offense is OD.
Wait, Joe Montana,
Jerry
you get,
Rice, T.O.
Jerry Rice, T.O.
The Ravens' defense is OD. What are you saying?
No.
Everybody would tell you a good defense beats a great offense.
Not in a video game though.
We talking about real life.
No. This is just Madden.
Defense
Oh.
definitely matters in video. game.
Oh, you did say Madden. You're right.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
right. Oh
But
shit! Anything can happen in a video game.
In
yeah.
Madden, the quarterback's
Is
the
the
most
best.
important thing.
Yeah,
So
if
I
your
think-
quarterback's fast and accurate,
so
you're gonna win.
You have to pick the Falcons or the Ravens.
Yeah,
I'm
Falcons
picking
are-
Lamar.
You have to pick Vic or Lamar, basically.
But
picking
Vic
Lamar.
gets to throw to Julio Jones.
I trust.
That's
I trust
wild.
Lamar's
Okay,
arm more
but
than
with
Vic's.
the Ravens, you get Lamar in that great defense.
I
Every
trust-
single player:
yeah.
Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, Terrell Suggs, fucking everybody. Just
I trust Lamar over Vic, arm wise.
No. Not when Vic was the MVP Vic,
Hey,
2005.
I don't care
Fuck
what you
no.
pick 'em. I trust
Not
Lamar.
in Madden, for sure. You said this last week. Vic is the best Madden player ever. I think they even said it on
He,
Twitter. They were
he
talking about
was,
it. Yeah.
but Vic passed the torch on to Lamar.
Yeah, he did.
And
trying-
who's the best defensive player from the Falcons ever? John Abraham or like?
No, Deion Sanders is on that
Oh,
team.
Deion Sanders. Yeah, Deion
He's a
Sanders,
99
yeah.
too.
Deion Sanders.
Because the
John
Falcons
Abraham.
had 3 99s. Julio was a 99, Vic was a 99, and Deion Sanders was a 99. Fuck it. Lamar. The Ravens had
you
2
said Julio
99s.
Jones?
It was Ed Reed and Ray Lewis.
The only bad thing about the Ravens though, they never had like a legendary receiver. Like,
Yeah, because one of the receivers was Macklin, Jeremy Macklin, right?
that's one of them.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's one of them.
That's how bad their
And
receivers
then
always been.
the dude from Fredericksburg actually, Torrey
Jermaine-
Smith. Torrey Smith.
Yeah, Torrey Smith.
Torrey
was
Smith
nice.
was on there.
Like I said, he's only good for streaks, dog. He's only good
Yeah.
for airing the field out and running straight
That's
up,
always been the Ravens' weakness.
or
They have no
out
receivers.
or a post or some
I
shit.
think they
like-
actually were talking about this. They were saying the
He's
best
only
teams,
good at several
the
routes.
best teams were the Niners, Falcons, Ravens, and I think they said
You definitely gotta say the Steelers.
Yeah,
Steelers.
Steelers.
It was Big Ben,
Big Ben or no,
Ben-
not Terry
Ben-
Bradshaw. Big
Ben
Ben.
can throw it in the
AP.
air.
Antonio Brown, Heinz Ward,
Heinz Ward,
Troy
Troy
Polamalu, the Steel
Polamalu,
Curtain.
James Harrison,
Bro, the Pittsburgh had probably some of the best receivers.
Le'Veon Bell. That's disgusting.
Compared, completed with the best quarterback for them. Like Big Ben, he wasn't mad accurate, but he could just throw that joint to where it needed to be.
If we're talking real life football, I'm definitely picking the 49ers or Steelers. But Madden, you have to pick a running quarterback.
Yeah, you're right.
So Lamar or
Lamar or Vic for sure.
Real life. I'm picking
Patriots team. I looked at it. I'm like,
Picking my
how
shit
did these niggas
regardless.
win so many Super Bowls?
picking Ravens regardless. It's all. It's
Oh,
all.
no. Yeah, I feel you.
Be love out here.
Yeah,
Feel
bro.
you.
That's all I got, bro.
It's all purple.
Shit, hey.
Hey, but nah, I had a question.
So
So
what's up?
James, earlier we took the necessary moment of silence for your homie.
Yes.
I have a question as far as this. Unfortunately, to bring up the coronavirus again, how has it affected everybody's like mental health? How's everybody feeling? I know me. I've been feeling a little boxed in. I've been feeling like some anxieties kicking in, and I'm feeling like cooped up and anxious and rowdy, and my emotions are kind of like jumping. Like sometimes I'll feel chill, and then like I'll look at a fucking plate in the sink and be mad, and then fucking, you know what I mean? Like walk around and be cool again. Like, how's everybody doing?
I mean, for me personally, I mean,
Obviously, we haven't stayed in the house, but
yeah, I mean, we've still been, keeping our social distancing. For me, I've only interacted with you guys and one other person,
yeah,
which is Brooke.
your lady, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that, to me, I know you guys haven't really, like, you two obviously are staying together at the moment, and you
He goes
guys,
to see his daughter. He goes to
Yeah.
get his Ebbet food.
and other than that, like, not too much else. And same thing
hope
with
not.
Darren.
When I do that though, there's no contact.
Yeah.
They have a
It's
setup.
very,
They
it's
don't be
contactless,
coughing
yeah.
and sneezing and shit?
Yeah.
All
They have-
right,
they have a
cool,
setup,
Cool.
yeah.
All right, cool.
And with like Darian, like I know like he, like at the beginning of the quarantine, like he saw a couple people, but other than that, it's just
Aaron
been
on the
us.
go. He
It's been
on the
us, and then
I've not
like,
been on the go. I've seen 10 people.
go. Nah, I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah.
I just wanted you to get on the mic. I was just talking shit.
like, but other than that, like my biggest stressors right now.
And I can't
is-
live my life like that. It's not me.
Yeah, no, like my biggest stressors right now is these bills, man. Honestly,
Well-
like the biggest thing, like obviously with like we live in Virginia and it's still kind of unclear with the whole like rent situation.
Yeah, I haven't heard nothing from my building about not paying rent.
Yeah,
like,
and
I hope you don't expect it because I don't have it. Like,
Yeah, I've
What do you
personally
think
yet to
about the
contact my landlord.
don't evict me because I'm
Um,
not going nowhere.
Yeah, but I mean, I know like my electricity has been suspended, so I can pay that whenever I feel like it. My phone
Is it still
bill,
counting up or does it start?
You still
where-
gotta pay it.
It'll
Where your bill
still
left
need to be
off.
paid. Yeah.
There's no late fees.
So
You
it still
can't
counts
connect
up
to it.
as the more you're using
Yeah,
it.
I
it
just need to pay it when I pay it.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So I could pay that.
I thought the bill just stopped where it was. Like,
No.
Yeah, so that-
boom, pay
yeah.
this where you left off.
No.
I paid all my
nigga,
utilities.
oh, I've been having the heat on. Oh my
So-
god, I'm about
so
to
I-
be lit.
yeah,
my
I-
shit about to be hot. my shit about to be through the roof.
My no.
Nigga
my,
been waking up cold, bro. I
my-
put that
my
bitch on
internet-
75.
My internet, and I got that good ass internet too. You know.
Hey, hold on. gotta get
I
internet
forgot
too.
to I
My
forgot to
shit-
call
my shit
them.
good.
So I took that shit on my account, and I low key puked almost because I was like, oh fuck, $80. I didn't want to pay that shit, but. Like that's one thing. My phone bill, I know I can probably call and be like, "Hey,
Yeah, my internet
COVID-19.
came out automatically too.
student loans." I'm gonna call and be like, "Hey, COVID-19,
Yeah, student loans are good.
Payday
And credit,
loans.
credit cards.
COVID-19."
Yeah.
So do
Credit
y'all
cards,
do y'all foresee
COVID-19.
a moment to where that could be a viable excuse to where everything will be kind of ex-nate, like everybody will just
It's a public health crisis right now. I
right?
fucking
would-
hope
you would
so.
you would think it's common knowledge, but I've yet to
Look,
I receive every
the
other
moment-
letter in my fucking door handle besides, hey, you don't have to pay your
Yeah.
rent. I've got, hey, common areas are closed. Hey, keep
Yeah,
your
yeah.
space. Whoop de whoop.
Same
This, that, and
here.
the third. But I have not got, hey,
Whoop-de-whoop.
niggas is dying, so
My-
don't pay your rent. Stay
Look.
in the fucking house. I never got that.
I'm still gonna make efforts because I know it costs money to live, unfortunately. But I'm still gonna make efforts
No, it
to
don't,
bring money.
bro. That's so false. It does not. Look at what the world's doing right now. We can supply people with power, housing, food. Like, and yeah, you need some money if you want to get some extra shit. You want to get alcohol and some fancy food or food in general. Like you need money at some point. But like for the most part, housing, electricity, gas, all that shit we pay for it because people told us to. Like we don't.
Well,
need
no,
to pay
there's
for
people that are working on,
Yeah.
it's all like a cycle. Like the people,
chain-
electricity
it's a
company,
chain-
they're
yeah, it's a
working,
big chain.
they're paying for the fossil fuels to run the electricity company.
How can you pay for a fossil fuel when it was
Someone,
here?
because someone's coal, like
Somebody's
coal.
working to do that.
Yeah, someone's so like you got to pay them.
I'm sure there's a lot of people who go do that.
Well, yeah, but they have to get paid too.
Yeah.
why does anyone need to be? Why do people feel like
this
I need to be rewarded for what I'm doing?
'Cause
That's the whole
we live
kill
in
I'm
a
getting at.
we live in a capitalistic society.
That's sad.
But that's also what makes America America. If we didn't have that, we wouldn't be America.
If you're
You don't
saying
thi-
like
You don't
not,
think it's sad that people can't just do things that benefit
if you're
the
saying
world
that, then,
rather
also,
than the,
then you're also taking away from the whole tip system that we have when it comes to
And
gratuity.
there's no point of even like there's point of doing everything you want to do out of love, but money there's no point of having any money.
I would be cool.
No one should be rich.
I would be cool with doing life's work with no tips.
So
or
you
anything
would you
like that.
would you be cool staying? So would you be cool if everybody 340 million people in our country were all the same? We all had the same access to food, same access to we're equal. You don't think we should have a system where you can get better or you can get worse? Because if not, then you should move to Europe or a communist country.
If you want a system to get better, I definitely don't see any wrong in trying to push yourself forward. But at the same time, if you feel like a monetary gain is going to dignify whatever you've done for that, then that's wrong. Because
but it works both
you
ways.
You should be able to, yeah, it does.
Then-
but you should also see the humanity aspect of it and be like, hey, look, I should be able to fucking
I think some things.
mine this
Something
coal
like-
because
like-
it'll allow everybody to use cars. Like, not
Health-
I want to get paid $25 an hour. Like, no, nigga, you should be doing it because you want to.
Then
But
everyone-
obviously,
look.
but wait. But obviously, you have bills, so you can't think that way. But if the bills didn't exist, then that thought process wouldn't exist, and everybody would just be living.
Yeah, then
as we are right
then
now.
everybody in our country
As
would be
we
the
are
same
right
then.
now.
Everybody in our country would be the same.
I
then.
understand the
So
sentiment.
as we should be. Nobody's better than nobody else.
I understand the sentiment.
But that's not capitalism, though.
I understand
Capitalism ain't.
it's not
just-
perfect. It's
it
not
ain't-
perfect,
it ain't-
but unfortunately, I understand where you're coming from. I understand the sentiment, but that's unfortunately the system that we live in at the moment. So yes, I
Sad.
gotta
It's
make
been
money
sad.
somehow, man. I gotta make money somehow, so I gotta do what I gotta do to pay whatever bills
Only
that
because
I
you
need
have
to
to
bill.
pay a bill. Yeah.
I'm not arguing.
If you
against
had no
that
bill,
fact.
you wouldn't care
But
to make
right
money.
now, in this moment, I do have those bills. They're not gonna go away just because I don't want them. You know what I'm saying?
You don't want them, but we're also told to stay in the house, so we can't work.
I'm not told to stay in the house. We're told
No,
to
we are
keep
told
our
to stay in
distance.
the house.
I left my house today. I left to come pick you all up.
We're
You know what I'm saying?
Not supposed to do that.
You can.
You can.
No,
You can.
No, the call is to remain. The social distancing is about
You
staying
can't in
away.
America. You cannot tell someone to stay in their house ever.
No one's telling
Technically,
you- All right.
I could go to Miami right now, go spring break it up.
So
Yeah.
let's not be surface and let's look. Obviously, people did that. People went to Miami and
Yeah.
look at all those people. They all have COVID, right? So let's look at the fact that social distancing has a purpose. And all right, you can't tell nobody to stay in the house, but if I'm telling you to stay away from people, spend time alone, stay home, stay indoors. We don't really know how to stop it from spreading, and you can have it and not know you have it. Whoop-de-whoop. Like, that's me telling you to stay in the house. I'm not telling you to stay in the house, but
it's recommended.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
have to though. I don't have to do
Yeah.
shit
Look,
in America.
look.
yeah, but are we helping them at that point? Like, no.
No, but that's not the point. You were saying, so this is not the point at all.
Right. I'm drifting off from the point.
Yeah, the point. My point was, the sad thing and the happy thing about capitalism is you can always grow or you can go down, but you can't have one without the other.
Yeah, but how
So
can
you
you,
can't- you
discount
can't-
the people who are...
It's kind of like it's
How
kind of like
can
our podcast. You want our podcast to get, you want it to blow up, and we were like,
Right.
That shit would never happen in a socialist.
Right, okay, but
country.
at the same time, you have to understand that as much as people want to grow and some people fall behind, the average is always the seniority. Like, there's always more of an average than there are
Yeah,
people who
and you need the
succeed
average.
Or
Capitalism
or
thrives
complete.
with the middle class.
Right. So it should be treated better, like than what it is.
Oh, that's what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's not gonna happen in our country. We have too
Yeah.
many
Yeah.
rich people.
all of a sudden we can, like I said the other
In
week,
Europe,
all of a sudden we
Europe,
can house,
maybe.
all of a sudden we can house our homeless. All of a sudden we have space for homeless. But before this virus, niggas didn't give a fuck. Niggas didn't give $1. Niggas didn't give a quarter. Niggas was just getting snatched off the streets for scientific experiments and kidnapped and for whoop-de-whoop. Like, all of a sudden now we care about everything. Like, everything matters now. Like, nah, bro, it should have been this way. It shouldn't take a virus to get us to feel for other people, bro. Stop thinking about money all the time. Money does not really matter. We make it matter. We make money. Let's not remember, money was not given. Money didn't come out your mother's vagina. You did, and you weren't born with money. Some people were born into money, but money doesn't mean shit, bruh. It's a mineral. It's paper or fucking metal. And regardless, it comes from the earth that we're all born on. Everybody's fucking equal. I don't care nothing about how you feel about what somebody looks or where they were born. Oh, that's just dumb. Even in America, that's just dumb. People born in fucking Norfolk, Virginia can't even enjoy the same luxuries as somebody born in fucking San Diego, California. And not weather-wise, but like they can't even live as freely as fucking whoop-de-whoop. Or people on the West Coast have their dynamic of homelessness, and then we have our shit in New York City and on the East Coast type shit. You know what I mean? Like, shit is wild out here. But all of a sudden, there's a virus out. All of a sudden, we can find buildings to make space. Like, bruh, come on. This just goes to show the blatant disrespect that our people have been subjected to. Like, it's crazy. Subjected to. It's wild.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now breached the topic of the federal government versus state government. However, we will pick up on that next episode. Do you guys have anything else to add?
Nope.
Hey, OTS Podcast, we out.
OTS.
Catch us on YouTube.
We're finally back.
Hey, thank you for your patience with the 30 some odd weeks of no video. We're back at it. Hopefully you guys come back and watch some more. You know what? Fuck it.
Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, peace out.
OTS
Back at it,
shit.
baby.
Of the end of the world, but it's feeling just like every other morning before. Now I wonder what my life is gonna mean if it's gone. The cars are moving like a half a mile an hour, and I started staring at the passengers and waving goodbye. Can you tell me what was ever really special about me all this